is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Good morning. A man accused of an ex-MP's murder refused bail. The Water Ridge Corporation rationing water on Long Island after mechanical issue. And a big move for Buddy Hield. That's all straight ahead this morning on a special edition of Morning Blend. Coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port in downtown Nassau.
It's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. Don't you know that it's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
Good morning again, Bahamas. It is Friday, July 5th, 2024. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. And Dwight Strachan. In a moment, Chester Robards will be joining us. Again, it's a special edition of the show. We're live at the Nassau Cruise Port. They've got a whole lot of exciting events planned for the next few days, for this whole month, actually. So we're going to learn more about that, beginning what's planned for this weekend. So that's all ahead. But first, it's time for the overnight, the latest breaking news for while you're sleeping, and the top national and international headlines this morning. In the overnight, a Supreme Court judge refusing to grant bail to one of the men accused of the murder of former Tall Pines MP Donald Saunders. Carson Nixon appeared before Justice Gregory Hilton via video link for his bail decision. Prosecutors allege that Nixon and Jaco Chute, while concerned together, killed the former parliamentarian and lawyer during an armed robbery. The men are accused of robbing Rags Bar of $650 and murdering Saunders, a patron at the bar, when they tried to rob him. Nixon, represented by David Cash. A magistrate denying bail to a man accused of having unlawful sexual intercourse with a preteen girl. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Jaheim Adderley of Bernard Road had sex with a 12-year-old girl on June 30th. Adderley was not required to enter a plea to the charge when he appeared before Assistant Chief Magistrate Cara Turnquest DeVoe Thursday. He was remanded to prison as the magistrate lacks the authority to consider bail for the charge. However, Adderley can seek bail in the Supreme Court. The matter was adjourned to October 1st for the presentation of a voluntary bill of indictment. Meanwhile, in the Supreme Court, a man accused of having sex with a minor learned his trial date yesterday. Antion Thompson, who's 39 years old, will be tried next February on allegations that he had sex with a 15-year-old girl on November 18th, 2023. Long Islanders' water supply has been limited to 6 hours per day until further notice due to mechanical issues. The Water Service Corporation confirming this yesterday. It did not provide any specifics on the nature of the problems or an expected timeline for their resolution. However, Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, Leon Lundy, who has responsibility for WSC, said there was a major equipment failure at the Dedmonds Key desalination plant and that repairs are underway. In an urgent notice for Long Island, WSC said customers advised that due to the ongoing mechanical challenges at the Matrix reverse osmosis plant, that until further notice, their water supply would be interrupted between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. The 9-month report on budgetary performance for fiscal year 23-24, released by the Ministry of Finance, showing net foreign currency borrowing of $134.7 million, and will likely raise borrowing and raise fresh questions over whether the government used the $500 million Inter-American Development Bank guarantee-backed loan it successfully closed several months ago to finance debt, something it pledged not to do. The report shows foreign currency borrowing of more than $1 billion, repayment of $911.7 million, and a net change of $134.7 million. And visitors spent an estimated $5.4 billion in the Bahamas last year, according to data from the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation. At a press briefing at the Office of the Prime Minister yesterday, Director General of Tourism Latia Duncombe said stopover visitors on average spent $2,595.57 per person per trip to the Bahamas, or about $425.50 per day. While that figure is less than the $2,643 spent per person per trip in 2022, Duncombe says when the figures are broken down on a per-night basis, growth is seen. For stopover visitors, the average spend per night in the country was $323 in 2019, $363 in 2021, $410 in 2022, and $426 in 2023. Overseas, Britain's Labour Party swept to power after more than a decade in opposition as a jaded electorate handed the party a landslide victory, but also a mammoth task of reinvigorating a stagnant economy and dispirited nation. Labour leader Keir Starmer says, he will officially become Prime Minister later today, leading his party back to government less than 5 years after it suffered its worst defeat in almost a century. In the merciless choreography of British politics, he will take charge in number 10 Downing Street, hours after Thursday votes were counted, and Conservative leader Rishi Sunak left and went to Buckingham Palace to offer his resignation to King Charles III. Sunak had conceded defeat earlier in the morning, saying the voters had delivered a sobering verdict. In a farewell speech, Sunak wished Starmer all the best. He said, quote, "Whatever our differences in this campaign, he's a decent, public-spirited man whom I respect." With almost all the results in, Labour had won 410 seats in the 650-seat House of Commons, and the Conservatives only 118. Speaking as dawn broke in London, Starmer said Labour would offer the sunlight of hope, quote, "pale at first, but getting stronger through the day." For Starmer, it's a massive triumph that will bring huge challenges as he faces a wary electorate impatient for change against a gloomy backdrop of economic malaise, mounting distrust in institutions, and a fraying social fabric. Meanwhile, the Liberal Democrats won about 70 seats on a slightly lower share of the vote than Reform, because its votes were efficiently distributed. In Britain's first-past-the-post system, the candidate with the most votes in each constituency wins. The Green Party had 4 seats, up from just 1 before the election. One of the biggest losers was the Scottish National Party, which held most of Scotland's 57 seats before the election, but looked set to lose all but a handful, mostly to Labour. And Hurricane Beryl strengthening back into a Category 3 storm and headed for what could be a direct hit on Mexico's Caribbean coast. Resort towns like Tulum in the crosshairs Authorities urging tourists to leave white sand beaches. Beryl was the earliest Category 5 hurricane in the Atlantic before weakening to a Category 2 storm, but it regained strength late Thursday with wind speeds up to 150 miles per hour, and it neared landfall on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador issuing a statement late Thursday saying Beryl may make a direct hit on Tulum, which, while smaller than Cancun, still holds thousands of tourists and residents. In sports, Bahamian NBA sharpshooter Trevano Buddy Hield is headed to the Bay Area. Hield will team up with Stephen Curry to form a new Splash Brothers connection, putting two of the league's most deadly shooters on the same team. He essentially replaces Klay Thompson, with whom he recently shared time at a training camp for Team Bahamas, and who agreed to a sign and trade deal with the Dallas Mavericks just last week. After less than half a season with the Philadelphia 76ers, Hield agreed to deal with the Golden State Warriors as part of a separate sign and trade deal. He signs for $21 million over 2 years, according to ESPN, and the 76ers will receive a 2031 second-round draft pick via the Mavericks. The Sixers acquired Hield in a 3-team deal with the Indiana Pacers and San Antonio Spurs, and after playing half of a season in Philly, he will now play for his 5th team in his 8-year NBA career. After the Sixers landed Paul George and signed him to a 4-year, $212 million contract, Hield became expendable, apparently, hence the deal to the Warriors in the sign and trade. From soccer, Lionel Messi stepping up to take Argentina's first penalty kick in a Copa America shootout against Ecuador, just like he did in the 2022 World Cup final victory over France. Only this time Messi hit the crossbar, jeopardizing a trip to the semifinals. He had confidence, though, in goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, who saved Argentina's bid for a second straight Copa America title. Martinez stopped shootout attempts by Angel Mena and Alan Minda, and Argentina advanced to the Copa America semifinals with a 4-2 victory on penalty kicks, following a 1-1 draw Thursday night. That's sports. And that's the overnight. Time for your first look at weather. Your first look at weather for today. We've got weak high pressure that's going to continue to support gentle to moderate winds across the country. Meanwhile, troughing and low-level moisture will keep shower and thunderstorm activity in the forecast through tonight. Boaters should be alert for possible waterspout activity. Beachgoers in the southeast Bahamas should exercise caution along eastern shorelines as there's a risk of rip currents. And everybody should wear loose-fitting clothing, take frequent breaks in the shade while working outdoors, and remain hydrated due to expected triple-digit heat indices today. For the northwest Bahamas, we're looking at variably cloudy, hot, and humid conditions with a few isolated showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms through tonight. Gusty winds and higher seas expected in or near showers and thunderstorms. Winds variable at less than 10 knots, seas 1 to 3 feet. For the central southeast Bahamas, partly cloudy, very warm and a bit breezy with a stray shower or two through tonight. Winds variable at less than 10 knots in the central Bahamas. Easterly at 15 knots with higher gusts in the southeast Bahamas. Seas 1 to 3 feet across the central islands, but 3 to 5 feet in the southeast Bahamas. Temperature-wise, right now, Nassau, it's about 81 degrees. It feels like 90 already, though, folks. And we're looking at highs getting up to 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius, but the heat index will make it feel like it's 101 Fahrenheit, 38 Celsius. Overnight lows tonight getting down to about 81 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. That's your first look at weather this morning. We'll have your extended outlook and a look at the tropics coming up in just a bit. You are listening to Morning Blend, a special edition of the show. We're coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port in downtown Nassau. We'll be here all morning, folks. We'll tell you all about it throughout the morning. We'll be back here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Looking to elevate your gadget game, or a tech trouble simply slowing you down? Escape to a world of innovation at Custom Computers, your go-to store for the latest cutting-edge tech. Whether you need to upgrade your life with the best from Apple and Windows, or your device needs a little TLC, the Custom Computers Know-How Store is the destination for unbeatable expertise and quality repairs. With 2 convenient locations, there's a Custom Computers near you on Patton Street in Palmdale and Caves Village, or call 396-1100.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Print Masters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Street, has those hard-to-find fasteners for you right now. You can find stainless steel regular hex, carriage bolts, galvanized bolts, threaded rods, nails, self-tap screws, sex bolts, anchor bolts, turnbuckles, masonry tools, hand tools, and weed whacker strings. Check out the rope selection and car body fasteners, too. Special orders are welcome. It's your #1 fastener store. Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Streets. Call 326-1976.
Looking for great device deals and offers this summer? Look no further. Alive has special discounts on the latest smartphones, Ring devices, and accessories. Plus, as an Alive customer, you can expect exclusive Get Extra offers and rewards, which means even more value for your money. We're talking more data, prizes, and surprises. Upgrade with us and experience the perfect summer with Alive in store or at bealive.com/deals.
Extra, extra.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Now let me see now. 326 EPIC. Hello? This Epic battery. This Miss Beulah from round the corner. I hear you're selling tires now on Wolf Road too.
Praise the Lord. It's about time. I live Fox Hill, and Fire Trail, it's too far.
That ain't all. They open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sunday and holiday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My brother Sam, he's a hacker, and he could go right there and get fix up.
Call us at 326-EPIC. We ship also to the Family Island.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. Don't you know that it's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day. 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 Wake up, wake up. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. Don't you know that it's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up.
Welcome back to Morning Blood here on Guardian Radio 96.9. It is a special edition of the show today. We're coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port in downtown Nassau. In a few minutes, you're going to find out more about why we are here. They got a whole lot of exciting things going on at the cruise port over the next few weeks, and this will be the place to be for at least the month of July. We'll get all the details about that. Once again, I'm Dwight Strachan. Joining me now, Chester Robards on a Friday. Good morning, Chester Robards.
Good morning.
You sound very excited to be here.
I am.
Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful. Great to have you with us. It is.
I just saw a big Royal Caribbean ship in the turning basin turning around.
Yeah, and we got this big giant carnival right here.
Yeah.
It's already buzzing at this hour in the morning. Can you imagine that? So this is the place to be, and we're gonna find out more about that throughout the morning today. But there is a lot to talk about in the news. The news. Were you watching it? Were you paying attention to this? The British elections, the UK elections yesterday into the morning?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, you missed something very special. It was
special.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Okay. Very interesting stuff. Entertaining. Oh, boy, I tell you. You know, the system that we have is patterned after theirs, but we picked out all the bad parts. We kept those, but the good stuff, we really have to reevaluate what we're doing here. But quite entertaining, quite entertaining. Of course, if you haven't heard, Labour, which was the opposition for many, many years, just a gigantic sweep, just huge. And Keir Starmer is going to be the new Prime Minister today.
Yep.
So, but really quite something. I know every time they have the elections, I'm just amazed by something they do. They make all the candidates in each constituency stand up on a stage while the returns officer reads out every count. And you have to stand there, the cameras looking at you while you 200 votes, and you're like, right? But they all have to be there. And then some of them shake each other's hands, and they come up and give a speech. The winner gives a speech. It's really, really very polite.
Yeah.
And you can't get people in
Humbling.
the same party in the same room sometimes in this place. But that's something we should try to adopt if we continue with this system here. But yeah, quite a turnaround there in the UK. And then I think people saw this coming. We've been reporting that for a while, that it was largely anticipated that Labour would win.
Mhm.
They've had a lot of turmoil in the UK since Brexit, and how many prime ministers in a tiny, short period of time?
Right.
So, yeah, wild. But it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Third parties, they got quite a few of those, did very well. This party, the Reform Party, did shockingly well. And the Liberal Democrats, not so bad. But it's interesting. They're not beholden to two parties at all. And people are willing to give those other groups tries. Yeah, so, yeah.
There are people here willing to give other groups a try, and they do.
Yeah, sure. But all of them stand for something different. And I think that's a challenge we have in the Bahamas. It's very hard to tell, are you really this different from this party? What do you really stand for that they don't stand for? Why I need to give you a chance? Do you have a clear plan that's separate from what these folks say? Because everybody says the same thing. We want to get crime down, we want to get more jobs. Everybody wants that.
Yeah, you're right.
But you have to have a bigger plan for the future. And that's not always clear with our parties. But folks, if you're paying attention to this, want to talk about it, give us a call. Lessons that you noticed that we might be able to learn from. Let's hear from you. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. You can tweet us, you can Facebook us, you can text us, 422-4796. Yeah, interesting stuff in regard. France has elections, parliamentary elections this weekend as well. I think Iran this week. So a lot going on politically in the world.
And everybody thinks the incumbent's going to get kicked out.
Yeah, that's how it's looking.
In each election.
That's how it's looking. So interesting times. All right, so again, call us 323-6232. 325-4316, 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796. All right, so the water issues are contagious, it seems, after the hellish weekend for people in eastern New Providence.
Yeah.
Long Island getting it as well.
It's just happenstance, really.
That the chaos all happened at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our Rachel Scott writing about it. Long Islanders' water supply has been limited to 6 hours per day. Wow. Until further notice due to mechanical issues. The corporation did not provide specifics on the nature of the problems, but Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, Leon Lundy, who has responsibility for the corporation, said there was a major equipment failure at the Deadman's Key desalination plant and that repairs are currently underway. So customers were informed that their supply will be interrupted between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole day.
The whole day, yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good morning, call. You're on the air.
Well, today, do the stock in the voice along with you on Chester, Dwight.
Hi, good morning.
Okay. Need justice, law, and order in the Bahamas here. A couple of things I want to say. You spoke of taking a pattern after British governing, right? Right?
Picking out the better pieces of what they do. We seem to have taken the worst.
The thing is, a couple of things. First, the people of the Bahamas, what are governing us, got to realize that that's not going to work. Okay, other point is, right, the American embassy was recently built here in Nassau, right? What they got to understand, what they got to do is do something with the crime right in their backyard.
Who?
Okay, Mason sedition, Fort Winner Castle and stuff like that. Something needs to be done. And my last point is...
who's supposed to do that?
So who's supposed to do that?
Yeah.
Take care of the crime. Look into the crime. The government of the Bahamas. Because you can't be feeding the people everything is good here in the Bahamas and people are suffering, and you have a bunch of violent people just in the back of the American Embassy backyard. That's not.
I mean, why are you bringing them up? What's the point?
My point? What's my point? Too much crimes.
I mean, my backyard. Why the U.S. Embassy only? I mean, nobody's backyard. We should have this, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, nobody are not doing anything about it. A bunch of illegals here in the Bahamas, Haitians, and mixed Haitians, doing all kind of problem, and they're getting away with it. You got the police, Haitians working on the police force.
All right, we gotta let's just thank you, producer. Thank you. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Wasn't anyway.
What was that?
Okay.
That's the whole country. Going to throw the whole place away then.
Yeah.
Yes. And start over. All right. This texter says Bahamians do understand and follow British politics. They follow some aspects of American politics, but do not want real local government. The Westminster system works in Britain, but not here. Bahamians vote here on hate and emotions, and not on issues. They're quite content to live under dictatorship. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Well, again, we're doing Westminster all wrong, right? The cabinet makes up a tiny portion of. You heard how many seats they have? 650, I think. There's a tiny portion of that. So the backbenchers are very vocal and will criticize the cabinet, the government, if things are not going well for their constituents. We don't have that here. Everybody in the governing party gets a job, and nobody speaks on our behalf.
Yeah.
So this is a terrible thing that's happened. And we aren't trying to fix this, because everybody wants, I guess, more money, more power? But
Everybody here speaks on behalf of their constituents, but you never know if they were actually spoken to their constituents.
Right. Well, they claim they speak on behalf of them. Right. I rise on behalf of. But yeah, sure, whatever that means.
And also, I mean, we talk about reforms here that would make things a little more equitable or fair, and simple things like term limits, which people have talked about, and a simple fix. It just haven't been done.
Yeah, because not only a couple people believe in it. People talk about when they're in opposition. As soon as they get in, 5 whole years go by, like, oh yeah, we're very busy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. Is the public vocal enough about it? Like, hey, this has to happen. Every time I see you, I'm going to remind you that you promised term limits. You promised a fixed election date. You promised. What are you doing?
Which public are you talking about?
You, me, everybody.
Oh.
No?
There's only a few of us.
I tell you, everybody is asking about their contract.
Everybody else wearing a color.
Yeah, or looking for their contract. That's the only thing that I want to talk to you about something. Fix elect. Nope, no, my contract. Well, yeah. So that's the big issue here. And it's never going to get any better, sadly. But wow. Let's take more of your calls in. 323-6232, 325-4259. 325-4316. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796. Again, we're coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. In a few minutes, we're going to find out more about what's happening here today as we are live on location in downtown Nassau this morning. Yeah. So again, back to Long Island. Again, this is coming on the heels of the water main break on Prince Charles Drive, similar area as to where the break happened last month, and almost identical to where that sinkhole was 4 years ago.
Impressed by how, no matter what the problems are with the pipe, were you impressed by how quickly they got things done?
quick is a relative
Okay.
term. I was, like I said, 12 hours. I mean, okay, sure.
This was a big break.
12 hours.
My question now is...
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate them. They kept us up to date. They kept telling us what was going on and giving us updates every few hours, and that was really good. As we all know, that's not how it works with some other utilities around here.
Yeah. My question for Long Island is...
days, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, is do they have the replacement parts and everything that they need to get this repair done as quickly as they could?
Well, let's see. All right, so it says all those hours are going to be off. The corporation says it regrets any inconvenience this disruption may cause and will work to restore normal water supply in the shortest time possible. But apparently interruptions to the water supply on the island have been frequent in the past week.
Oh.
But yesterday's statement appeared to indicate that the situation is only becoming more dire. And so there are lots of residents here complaining about it.
Because the equipment was coughing, it was just in the early stages.
Well, you hope. This text here says, let the PLP know it's a wave incumbent governments being voted out. France is next, then Sleepy Joe, and then Braving Crew. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Oh, man. But again, right? I mean, in these countries, the group that gets swept in is very different from the group getting swept out.
Right.
They don't share the same views on almost anything. Can we say that here?
Yeah.
It's all about personalities or, as you said earlier, colors.
Yeah.
Generally, the parties are pretty much in line with the same views on stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And the same things don't get fixed, no matter who's around. So I don't know. We're doing things a little backwards around here. 323-6232. 325-4259. 325-4316. Text us 422-4796. Wow. So we wish all the best for the people in Long Island. That's very frustrating. That's crazy stuff.
And I mean, some of them really have only just gotten piped water in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, yeah? Wow. Let's take this call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning to you, Dwight, and to you, Chester, Allen Johnson.
Hi.
Two, three things. Dwight, on the issue of the Long Island, I think what happens is that once others begin to question, and the same thing, Chester just said of those new pipes, are these new equipment that got in, or just equipment that was bought just for the purpose of meeting political manufactured consent? Also, throughout the entire Bahamas, you're going to begin to experience these twice. I think we talked about this for a number of years, and I've said over and over again. What happens is when you begin to buy buckets for the leaking roof, eventually the rafters collapse underneath you. And so we're seeing these from the plantation standpoint, as well as from the very infrastructural type environment that we have. Because what we do is our goal is to make sure that we give the appearance as if though we don't have a deficit. So, we do less repairs and just manufacture it as being, we've done something. We repair the schools, not to the point they need, but just to the point to make them nourish. And what you said about governance change, and for both of you, governance will change again in the Bahamas. The difference this time in the change under the leadership of Mr. Michael Pintard, he will have a team of individuals that recognizes the future. Unlike this current administration that is cemented in the past and denies us the future, the world is changing digitally. The world opportunities is available. Economies are changing. Tools of those economies are changing. And if you don't have a revolution in economics, not evolution is a slow process, a revolution in the economics, and we like the 25 different colors and things of the economies, until we get someone in there that understands not just stating these things, But how they work, it won't change. But I say to the Beeman people, unstoppable change is coming. Unstoppable change is here. 2026. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. That sounds like an ad. But anyway, we'll let you get this one in. Next time, CA Alarico, we're going to have to send you a bill. Anyway, water problems. This is a text. Water problems, light problems. What's next? Please, can someone get things right in the country? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
They're getting them right. They're fixing them. We just have to wait for the right opportunity for the right people. And then you fix it.
How long is that going to take?
No, it's happening now. Oh. It's happening now. They finally got the opportunity for the people, not the wide people, the one or two people who gonna. You talk about economics. They've been economically stable for a long time, and they're gonna be even more so. Them and they churn.
Okay. All right. Folks, pick up today's Nassau Guardian. There's an interesting editorial in here. This is the kind of thing I like to see. It's about local government. Local government. And if we had the time, I'd read this whole editorial because this is a good one. But the last line is important. The time for implementation passed years back. I'm talking about local government for the province for implementation. Real local government has come and gone. Is basically, the time passed years ago. It is desperately needed in the province and throughout the whole country. Real local government.
I was listening to a Jamaican news station yesterday, and they were having a conversation with a mayor of a parish, I guess, an area, and he was talking about what they're starting to do post Hurricane Beryl, and I thought about you, and I was like, this is what Dwight keeps talking about.
Did you hear any MPs talking?
No,
the mayor.
But the mayor's right on it.
Yeah, that's
and he has that obligation.
Who knows better than the mayor? He probably lives in the area.
Absolutely.
He has his fingers on the pulse. He's not living in the capital.
Yeah.
And barely knows the place on a map.
Yep.
This is how it's supposed to be. Let's take these calls. Good morning, caller. You're on there.
Morning, Dwight. Morning, Chester.
Hi.
Morning.
It's so good to see you guys on location at the cruise port and not in the studio, so that's a great thing. I listened to this conversation thus far, and Dwight, you're absolutely correct. It appears that, even though we follow the British model of governance and legislation, especially as it applies to the Westminster system, it appears that we do not, even though we say that we use the Westminster system, we appear not to be fully utilizing it in the manner that I believe it was constructed. We are still using some of the laws, well, not laws, but some of the articles that once used to govern Britain, if I could put it that way, or the UK, and we still today use them. There seems to be no true, amendment to some of these simple things that we can get right today.
They've moved away from a lot of things we do.
Exactly. And then to Chester, your point, about the mayor of Jamaica. Again, we talk about
the mayor of a certain part.
Of a certain part of Jamaica. Again, Dwight, it comes back to that point, to your point, and many of our points where we talk about local government. We have 3 islands right now that actually use a source of local governance, and apparently the local governance for these islands work. Abaco, Long Island, what's the other one? Abaco, Long Island, Spanish Wells. They are local government, and it works. So I'm trying to figure out what is it about their models that our central government cannot use and apply to govern the rest of the Bahamas.
Well, it actually doesn't work, and they want more autonomy, right? Because I think things would be a little bit different with this water and sewage issue there if they actually had more autonomy for Long Island. Well, Abaco, we know they do what they can because they have to, right? But this is not the way that they really want it to be. They're making the best of a very bad situation.
Well,
some of the other islands just sit and wait, unfortunately.
Well, anyone who knows Long Islanders know that Long Islanders does not sit and wait. They are actually very, very ambitious people. They actually try to get things done with the little resources that they do have. But I believe that we need to get all of our islands, all of our people on these islands, really encourage them by giving them the opportunities to help move their islands along, even from a financial assistance part on the ground. We need to just pump these islands with the funds, use the talents that's on the ground, and let's get our country to work, you know? So for now, that's all I have to say. There was one more point, but I can't remember right now, so I'll forego that, and I'll call back at a later time.
Thanks a lot.
During the program. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, let's take one more call, and then we're going to go to a break. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, Mr. Strachan, good morning, Chester. Hey, Dwight.
Morning.
It's not the, I mean, you know, I have no problem with the British system or the Westminster system, right? But the black man has been following too many systems. And it's not, I mean, it's the adherence, you know what I mean? And so, you know, you've been pushing for local governance, right? So, you know, no water, no electricity. I mean, no, so we're slowly slipping into a banana, right? So I worked around with voice osmosis systems for 20 years, right? And Dwight, the problems don't just appear like that, okay? So investigative journalism, as far as maintenance, biannual, bi-weekly, you know, annual checks, you have to carry out certain maintenance. And so you should always have a standby system. You know, I learned that from the hotel. And in engineering, is one thing I learned. We used to service them, and sometimes we would go to do the work, and things that we did every day or every other week, we would have a problem and can't do it, and then we would put our heads together and solve the problem. I work with Jerome Sawyer, old man. If you call this radio station, he could tell you I solved problems that people couldn't solve. So what I'm saying is these problems with these reverse osmosis systems, they don't just happen overnight, right? That's what I'm saying. And so if you really do relevant data, you'll find out that it's basically neglect. So I suggest a lot of people of Long Island, they gather together and pool and just guide. But I don't know the capacity of the system. But it's obviously it's just a preponderance of machines breaking down or everywhere. You know what I mean, Dwight? And I know what it is, man. You have to maintain things, right? And the government is not good at that. And that's just the way it is. So we'll be sitting here complaining, and you know, we even as Bremen call and talk about certain crisis in the problem. Bremen is from the inner city. He's painting a picture, right? But the question for you and every Bahamian should me, as a soon-to-be 60-year-old Bahamian, should be tuning down my rhetoric and people telling me that don't incite contentions between Haitians, Bahamians, right? What I'm saying is, Dwight, national security, what I'm saying is, it's not that, you know, some of them are doing it. No, you saw the videos from Abaco, the burning of the flag, etc. Let's get it together and live as one. But, you know, don't tell the people, you know, we're too soft. The problem is the government is being fueled by passivity of the Bahamian people, the sheepish nature. Dwight, if you're asleep, you don't know what's going on. I mean, if I just wake up about 6 o'clock, so I didn't know what was going on when I was sleeping. So the Bahamian people are sleeping. Give thanks.
Okay, all right. Wow, this text as we go to the break. Isn't the local government representative in the Family Islands living in the Family Islands they're supposed to be serving? I'll wait to see how the government ticks off a promise by naming something a thing without actually changing anything. Yeah, so, I mean, we've said this over and over. This is not the type of local government that we need to empower these communities to be the best they can be, that will get new and fresh ideas in. They're basically prefects. I keep saying that. Prefects in high school, right? While the teacher leaves the class, you sit here and make sure they don't get too out of control and write down the names of the people who act up. Right? That's pretty much what it is. This is insane. You need real local government where people have ideas and can transform a place.
Yeah.
We don't have any examples of that around here. Spanish Wells might be the closest thing.
The money that comes into their island, that kind of stuff as well. And the government
and deciding how to spend it, right.
The government talked about moving some of that money to those islands. I don't think that's happened yet. You know, imagine that Long Island could have kept like spare parts for their reverse osmosis.
If it wasn't shared with the whole
country. Yeah.
And have to wait their turn for somebody else to get fixed. This is madness.
Imagine the money that they earn as a people on their island could upkeep their infrastructure themselves with the money that they bring in.
Absolutely.
For the things that they offer tourists and other things that bring revenue into the island.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to the break. Let me read this as we go. This person says here, the reality is the Bahamas government will continue to utilize certain elements of the British parliamentary system and procedures as it sees fit, as it's fit to benefit them. Hence, that is the way independence seems to work best in the Bahamas Parliament for those who are elected to govern the Bahamas. Another text, no local government, as Jeff says, will work because they have no resources except as given to them by central government. It is 1/3 of what they got 20 years ago, yet inflation and costs have increased. Yeah, we've got real problems there. And this is just creating a very unfortunate situation where most of these islands all look the same because they're just little copies of a plan that's been in place for a long time. And this is not the way to be running this country. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to change gears. We're going to lighten things up. We're going to get all the details about the many, many exciting things happening here.
No water, no electricity.
Not going to talk about that.
No problem, man.
No UK, no election. Just good times. Good times, and you need to be here, too. We'll tell you why. Stay with us. A special live edition of what we're always live. Hey, we're always live. But anyway, live from the Nassau Cruise Port in downtown Nassau. Stay with us.
Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. President Biden's trying to salvage his re-election campaign after last week's disastrous debate performance against Donald Trump. The president's campaigning today in Wisconsin and sitting for an interview with ABC.
I'm not going anywhere.
President Biden at a July 4th barbecue on the White House South Lawn. But sources tell AP his re-election bids under great pressure, with some financial backers canceling fundraisers.
Character. Decent.
California Governor Gavin Newsom offered a forceful defense at a Democratic event in Michigan, maintaining President Biden has the record and energy to win.
Look at his schedule. Look at the fundraising things that, see all that work, the work you're doing behind the scenes, the phone calls you're making all times of night, the alliance management, everything's doing to prepare for NATO this week.
And the character to lead.
God bless. I like when a president acknowledges their human.
Newsom's been mentioned as a possible replacement if Biden ends his campaign. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Britain's getting a new prime minister today. Labour leader Keir Starmer telling cheering supporters,
"We did it! You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now."
Keir Starmer. Hurricane Beryl's taking aim at the Mexican resort of Tulum. The National Hurricane Center's Philippe Papin.
Beryl is already affecting both the island of Cozumel and Tulum with some very heavy rains and strong winds. The area is expected to experience hurricane-force winds, a dangerous storm surge, and heavy rainfall over that part of the area within the hurricane warning area.
2 people were killed and 9 others injured when a pickup truck drove into people celebrating the 4th of July holiday in New York City. Authorities suspect alcohol was involved. 4 of the injured are critical, say authorities in New York. This is AP News. We get the June jobs report today.
Experts surveyed by the data firm FactSet believe it'll show that employers added 190,000 jobs in June. That's a solid gain, though it's down from May's 272,000 jobs increase. Experts also predict the unemployment rate remained at a low 4%. Those numbers would suggest that the job market is slowing enough to ease pressure on employers to sharply raise pay, which could feed inflation, but not so much as to cause a wave of layoffs. Forecasters surveyed by FactSet also believe that average hourly earnings rose 3.9% last month from a year earlier. That would be the smallest gain since June 2021, but would exceed the 3.5% average annual wage growth that many economists consider consistent with 2% inflation. The Fed wants to see the inflation rate down to 2%. Donna Porter, Washington.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
It's time for your first look at traffic for the morning, brought to you by RBC. Find your loan solution with RBC. Got a number of places where you're going to be seeing traffic issues because of road works, so keep that in mind. East Bay Street is just not a pleasant place to be. East of the bridge, folks. There's still lots of work going there. Mackey Street, that area, coming off the old Paradise Island Bridge, just an unpleasant situation. We're getting lots of reports of some major potholes on Coral Harbor Road, and people being advised to be very careful out there as well. In your real-time traffic, not looking so bad this morning. Just a bit of congestion on Mile Highway as you approach Harold Pond, and then some slow-moving traffic on Prince Charles Drive as you get closer to Beatrice Avenue. But so far, the commute looks pretty good. We'll have another update for you after the 8 o'clock news. Morning Blend Traffic brought to you by RBC. Start a conversation at rbc.com/loan/all of you. It is time for another check of your weather at 7:48, brought to you by Easy Car Sales. It's hot, folks. It's very hot at 7-something in the morning, and it's going to be a hot weekend. We've got a weak high pressure that will continue to support gentle, moderate winds across the country. Meanwhile, troughing and low-level moisture will keep shower and thunderstorm activity in the forecast through tonight. Boaters should be alert for possible waterspout activity. Beachgoers in the southeast Bahamas should exercise caution along eastern shorelines due to the risk of rip currents. And everyone's being advised to wear loose-fitting clothing, take frequent breaks in the shade while working outdoors, and remain hydrated due to expected triple-digit heat indices today. Your forecast for today for the northwest Bahamas: variably cloudy, hot, and humid with a few isolated showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms through tonight. Gusty winds and higher seas expected in or near showers and thunderstorms. For the central and southeast Bahamas, partly cloudy, very warm and a bit breezy with a stray shower or two possible through tonight. Temperatures, highs getting up to around 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius, but the heat index will make you feel like it's 101 Fahrenheit, 38 Celsius. Right now in Nassau, it is 83 degrees, but it feels like 93. Overnight lows tonight, not getting very low, getting down to 81 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. That's the overnight temperature. What is happening? In your extended outlook, a weak pressure pattern along with the northern extent of a tropical wave located in the Caribbean Sea will support some showers and thunderstorms across the islands while moving progressively westward. So for Saturday, tomorrow, partly cloudy, hot and humid with widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms mainly across the southeastern Bahamas. Sunday, partly mostly cloudy, hot and humid with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Breezy across the southeastern islands. We'll have a closer look at the tropics, including Beryl, in our next weather check after the 8 o'clock news. This weather check brought to you by Easy Car Sales. Are you shopping for a new car? Well, before you decide, compare. Easy Car Sales invites you to try an electric vehicle. Take a test drive. You will love the smooth, powerful ride and the big savings. Dump the pump and drive electric. You'll never go back to gas. Drop into Easy Car Sales on Gladstone Road or visit easy242.com to find out more. We'll be back with more Morning Blend live from the Nassau Cruise Port here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
RBC will find the right loan for all of you with competitive rates and extended terms to suit you. Whether it's for debt consolidation, your next vehicle, or home purchase, sometimes we all need a little more. No matter the reason for the loan, we're here to help you find the solution. RBC has all the loans for all of you. Let's start with a conversation today.
Living with a neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
My name is Coach Kevin Johnson. I'm a teacher at C.I. Gibson High School, and I coach basketball. A lot of our young men and women, they look forward to being around the game of basketball so much because a lot of their community is infested with crime and violence. It's always been a passion of mine to make sure I channel these young men and women in the right direction through sports. Basketball and being in this environment is a safe haven for them in terms of what they need to do to get out. You have leadership conference to help these young men and women to understand the importance of making the right choice. I tell all of my athletes, when you go to school, help yourself, stay focused. I love the game. The game has been good to me, and I just want to give back to the young people who have opportunity so the game can be good to them. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas. Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
Age ain't nothing but a number, they say. Whether you're a baby boomer or a Gen X, Y, or Z, Easy Car Sales invites you to be part of the new Generation E. We drive electric for the savings, for the planet, and most importantly, for the smooth, powerful ride. You really can have it all. We love our EV, and we are Generation E. Join us. Everyone is welcome. Visit IamGenerationE.com to find out more. Brought to you by Easy Car Sales.
Mommy, why can't dogs talk? Why do I have to go to school and you don't? Why do you sing in the morning when you're bad at it? Why don't you brush your teeth when you take me to school? Why doesn't it ever snow here? Why does Daddy take the bus to work? Why are trees so tall? Why don't you tell me where babies come from? Mommy, Mommy, Mommy!
We're like a kid that doesn't ask a million questions before noon. CG Atlantic Agents and Brokers. Good like that.
Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
In the world of business, technology is not a choice. It's a necessity. And for businesses that demand excellence, there's only one choice for unparalleled support and cutting-edge technology. Custom Computers. You have challenges and we have solutions. Computing, networking, storage, and printing for enterprises large and small, aligned with premium brands like HP, Microsoft, Konica Minolta, and more. Get tech done the right way with Custom Computers. Call the know-how team at 396-1101.
Happy Independence Bahamas! Let's celebrate 50+1 together with a unique Janae's Uniform Center Independence print, dry fit polo or t-shirts, ribbons and polo bows in black, gold, and aquamarine. Janae's special family package includes buy 2 adults and 3 children Independence polos or t-shirts and get 15% off. Outfit your staff for a special Independence dress of week or day with a different design. For more than 30 pieces of Janae's Independence polos or t-shirts, get up to 25% discount. Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road Independence Selections. Choose your favorite and celebrate 50+1. Restrictions apply.
Come on!
everyone, come on and support the District Grand Lodge of the Bahamas Grand Raffle at the Scottish Masonic Food Festival 2024. Saturday, July 13, 12 noon until. Prizes and surprises throughout, including $3,000 cash prize.
Say what?
Dinner for two at Albany. A weekend stay at Margaritaville. And just when you thought it could get no better, you can win a brand new car. Yeah, that's right, a brand new car at the Scottish Masonic Food Festival, Saturday, July 13th. Dolphin Drive.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The Bahamas is big ting, my island's a big ting, all over is big ting. The Bahamas is big ting, the Bahamas is big ting, my island's a big ting, all over is big ting. The Bahamas is big ting. Now many other countries may be lucky like us, with the sun that shine from dawn till dusk. From Freeport to Inapa, we can travel hassle free. We may never leave.
Welcome back to Morning Blend, a special edition of the show coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. Dwight, Strachan, Chester Robards, and we are here. We're going to give you a little tease right now, but after the news, we'll get into all the many reasons we are here because there's a lot going on. Isn't that right, Sean Gomez and Aisha Roll? We got Sean Gomez, Marketing and Communications Manager, and Aisha Roll, the Assistant Manager of Events. Ladies, great to have you with us. Good morning. Thank you for having us with you.
Right? For the first time, I could say welcome.
Well, first time since you were here. We were here, yes, at the opening.
That's all I care.
Oh, wow.
So, yes. So, it's very exciting to be able to say welcome to our
Thank
environment.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right,
exciting.
So we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're going to get into all of it, but just let people know, in one sentence, why we are here today.
Because Nassau Cruise Port is the place to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Can't be that. Right. And the whole month you've got a whole bunch of events, right?
The whole month, and even more to come.
Yeah,
so it's going to be exciting.
It's almost 8 o'clock. We got ships in the harbor, people coming off the boats already. What time does stuff get buzzing around here?
Honestly, ships come in pretty early, so about 6, 7 a.m., and then people come off. So you'll see people moving in from about 7:30. You'll see people start to move. Then you will see it really get crowded after they had breakfast.
Yeah.
So like around 9, you will see the major crowds just coming in through our arrival section.
Yeah. And when do all the stores and stalls here open?
Around that time.
Around that time. Yeah. All right. So
we've seen a slow trickle of people so far.
Yeah. So far we've seen people moving. So things.
Yeah, you always have the early birds who jump off first, so they don't have to deal with the crowd, and we
excited.
understand that. So that's why we have it open.
Yeah. So we're going to be here in the thick of things. Straight up till 10 o'clock. We're looking forward to finding out more about what's going on today. So we'll be back right after the news, folks. Again, we're live at the Nassau Cruise Port on this Friday morning here on Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
To the world. The Bahamas is big ting, my island's a big ting, all over is big ting. The Bahamas is big ting, the Bahamas is big ting.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Welcome back to Morning Blend. Coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port on this Friday morning. We've got a whole lot going on down here. We're going to tell you about that in just a bit. We're still streaming live on GuardianTalkRadio.com and on the Guardian Radio app for your smart devices. We're also on your televisions on Cable Bahamas, Channel 969, and BTC Flow Channel 612. You can tweet us at MorningBlend969 or Facebook.com/MorningBlend969. Text us on the Guardian Radio text line powered by BTC 422-4796. Standard text rate supply. And now at 8:17, it's time for another check of your for today. Brought to you by Sherwin-Williams Paints. Here's what's going on. We've got weak high-pressure ridging that will continue to support gentle to moderate winds across the country. Meanwhile, troughing and low-level moisture will keep shower and thunderstorm activity in the forecast through tonight. So we've got a number of special warnings. Boaters should be alert for possible waterspout activity. Beachgoers in the southeast Bahamas should exercise caution along eastern shorelines due to the risk of rip currents. And everyone's being advised to wear loose-fitting clothing, take frequent breaks in the shade while working outdoors, and remain well hydrated due to expected triple-digit heat indices today. So your forecast for today for the northwest Bahamas, variably cloudy, hot and humid, with a few isolated showers and the chance of isolated thunderstorms. Through tonight, gusty winds and higher seas expected in showers and thunderstorms. For the central southeast Bahamas, partly cloudy, very warm and a bit breezy with a stray shower or two possible through tonight. Winds variable at less than 10 knots in central Bahamas. We're looking at highs today, though. This is the big story. Highs getting up to around 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius, but the heat index in the triple digits will make it feel like it's at least 101 Fahrenheit, 38 Celsius. And the overnight low temperature of very, very warm 81 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. So it's going to be a hot weekend, folks. Heading into the weekend, we've got a weak pressure pattern along with the northern extent of a tropical wave in the Caribbean Sea. That's going to support showers and thunderstorms across the country while progressively moving westward. So for tomorrow, Saturday, partly cloudy, hot and humid with widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, mainly across the southeastern islands. Sunday, partly mostly cloudy, hot and humid with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, breezy across the southeastern Bahamas. In the tropics, we'll give you the latest on Beryl, which is heading towards Mexico. Elsewhere, tropical cyclone formation not expected in the next few days. So with Beryl, Hurricane Beryl close to landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula. Dangerous hurricane-force winds, storm surge, and damaging waves expected this morning as Beryl comes ashore. As of 5 o'clock, Beryl was just about 40 miles east of the resort town of Tulum, or 780 miles east-southeast of Brownsville, Texas. Beryl is moving toward the west-northwest near 15 miles per hour. A westward to west-northwestward motion is expected during the next day or so, with the center expected to make landfall on the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico in the next few hours. Beryl is expected to emerge over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico tonight and then move northwestward toward northeastern Mexico and south Texas by the end of the weekend. Maximum sustained winds are near 110 miles per hour. Rapid weakening is expected after Beryl moves inland and crosses the Yucatan Peninsula, with slow re-intensification expected once Beryl moves back over the Gulf of Mexico. But that is your morning blend weather check. Weather check brought to you by Sherwin-Williams Paints. Sherwin-Williams Paints has got you covered for all of your painting and equipment needs. Visit Sherwin-Williams Paints online or in store today. And at 8:21, time for another check of your traffic for this morning, brought to you by RBC. Find your loan solution with RBC. Just a reminder, again, there's some work going on, road works happening in a number of spots of New Providence, and that's causing some delays for some folks. East Bay Street, just east of the Old Paradise Island Bridge, seeing some issues there, slow-moving traffic this morning, just east of the bridge, as the work continues there. Keep that in mind for your afternoon commute as well. And again, we're getting lots of reports that some serious pothole situations on Coral Harbor Road and causing severe issues there. So keep that in mind if you're in that part of the island. In your real-time traffic at this hour, we've got some hot spots to tell you about. We've got Mile Brother Highway, some slow-moving traffic, but manageable if you're heading northbound as you approach Harold Pond on the way to the roundabout with Tawny Gwims Darling Highway. East and westbound on Tawny Gwims Darling Highway towards that roundabout, looking a little busy at this hour. Then we've got Robinson Roads, very heavy traffic there between Soldier and Marathon Road, East-West Highway. And Soldier Road's busy for you northbound, north of that intersection, on the way to Bernard Wolfe and Village Road. Pockets along Prince Charles Drive. And then East Street, just as you approach Soldier Road as well. You'll be seeing some slow-moving traffic there. As we're looking at right now in your real-time traffic, that's your Morning Blend Traffic Alert, brought to you by RBC. Start a conversation at rbc.com/loan/all of you. We'll be back with lots more from the Nassau Cruise Port in downtown Nassau when we return here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Sherwin-Williams Bahamas doesn't mess about when it comes to product range and product knowledge.
If it's a new product come in the store, we walk the store and study that product.
One thing with our boss, if a new product comes in, he takes the time and he's always keeping us up to date with product knowledge. And we just had 9 weeks of different products that we had to study, and we had exams at the end of each product.
Yeah.
The only way we can sell the product effective, we have to know that product. Yeah, that helps us to relate to our customers. It gives us better knowledge to know what product to introduce to them. You understand? So we can know what product to give them to use and what product not to give them to use. So product knowledge is really key in Sherwin-Williams.
They got the keys. And the key is the product knowledge that comes with our extensive product range at Sherwin-Williams Paints, Bahamas. Find color in every day.
At Wendy's, we are different. We don't just use beef. It's fresh, never frozen. Our burgers are square because we never cut corners. Served hot off the grill with fresh lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and American cheese. We believe in fast food done right. Always serving fresh, never frozen beef. Order a hot, juicy Dave single, double, or triple. Made with fresh, never frozen beef. Now only at Wendy's. Different inside and out.
Ready to save? You can put $100 into the CFAL Savings Express Plan and make sure your money keeps growing. Earn interest on your savings while you're sleeping, eating, or standing in line at the bank. Ready to invest? Start by putting $1,000 into our mutual funds and earn interest there too. Because at CFAL, your interest is our interest. Visit CFAL.com to start now. CFAL. Growing wealth for future generations of Bahamians.
It's a Scotia Plan Loan Summer. With Scotiabank, you can chase your summer vacation, swing into your home renovation, and slide on back to school with ease. Apply for your Scotia Plan loan and benefit from competitive rates, flexible loan terms, and no payments for up to 2 months. Take off your to-do list this summer and apply for a Scotia Plan loan today.
Age ain't nothing but a number, they say. Whether you're a baby boomer or a Gen X, Y, or Z, Easy Car Sales invites you to be part of the new Generation E. We drive electric for the savings, for the planet, and most importantly, for the smooth, powerful ride. You really can have it all. We love our EV, and we are Generation E. Join us. Everyone is welcome. Visit IamGenerationE.com to find out more. Brought to you by Easy Car Sales.
Are you seeking exceptional health care beyond the traditional hospital setting? Introducing Doctors Hospital Clinics, your trusted destination for comprehensive care. Our full-service locations provide affordable services through our Loyalty Advantage membership program and NHI. Experience seamless care with our integrated health system, where your medical history travels with you, ensuring continuity of care. Book an appointment today at clinics.doctorshosp.com. We make primary care easy.
RBC. RBC will find the right loan for all of you with competitive rates and extended terms to suit you. Whether it's for debt consolidation, your next vehicle, or home purchase, sometimes we all need a little more. No matter the reason for the loan, we're here to help you find the solution. RBC. RBC has all the loans for all of you. Let's start with a conversation today.
Are you ready to elevate your day with a burst of flavor? Look no further than Dunkin'. your ultimate destination for everything delicious. From our freshly brewed coffee that is sure to pick you up, to our signature frozen beverages that will cool you down. And don't forget our mouth-watering sandwiches, made to order all day. Dunkin' has it all. And of course, our lineup of fresh donuts, muffins, and more. Dive into a world of yummy flavors at Dunkin' and bring joy to your day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, keep you winning. Percy's Pension Plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, we got you. Percy's Pension Plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
RBC. RBC will find the right loan for all of you with competitive rates and extended terms to suit you. Whether it's for debt consolidation, your next vehicle, or home purchase, sometimes we all need a little more. No matter the reason for the loan, we're here to help you find the solution. RBC. RBC has all the loans for all of you. Let's start with a conversation today.
Age ain't nothing but a number, they say. Whether you're a baby boomer or a Gen X, Y, or Z, Easy Car Sales invites you to be part of the new Generation E. We drive electric for the savings, for the planet, and most importantly, for the smooth, powerful ride. You really can have it all. We love our EV, and we are Generation E. Join us. Everyone is welcome. Visit IamGenerationE.com to find out more. Brought to you by Easy Car Sales.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Is this a party or what? This the big bad sir. Take it out. Oh yeah. Let's do it, y'all. Tonight the mood is right. Y'all them look so nice. Keep on playing this sweet old music. Say the people can't refuse it. Outside in the open air, holding my baby oh so near, with one hand in her hand and one arm around her waist. We having a party in the backyard. Oh yeah, party all night long. We gonna break and scrape until the morning come. We're gonna party till the break of dawn. Yes, man.
We are back with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. We're coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. Dwight Strachan along with Chester Robards. And folks, we had to move from outside. It's hot outside at 8 o'clock in the morning than it has any right to be ever. So we moved into the Gallery and Wine Bar. Thank you, God, because we weren't going to make it. So I have to thank Sean Gomez and Aisha Roll for that. Thank you, ladies, for allowing us to come inside. Cause
of course.
Wow.
That's the beauty of the port, though. You get a different experience every time. So you were outside in the sun.
Yeah.
Enjoying that outside.
We were in the sun. Literally inside.
In the sun. By Preacher's Kid, which has awesome breakfast, and they open in the morning, and so that's a good vibe. Gives you a little taste of like when you're outside by Fish Fry, having food. So that's cool. And then you have a different environment when you come into the Gallery and Wine Bar. So that's the beauty of the port. You have many experiences in one place.
That's wonderful. And we're going to experience more with Preacher's Kid a little bit later in the show.
Definitely.
But tell us about this place, Gallery and Wine Bar.
So the Gallery and Wine Bar is one of my favorite places at the port, I think, because it's the combination of basically two of my favorite things, art and good drinks.
That's excellent.
And so we have that combination here, and it's so cool because we feature Bohemian artists, of course. Right now, we currently have an installation by Preston Hanna, and if you know anything about Preston's work, it is vibrant, it's beautiful, and so it adds a lot of character and flair to the space. But my favorite thing about the gallery is that it is a blank space, and so when you add art to it, it changes the character and the personality of it, and and we create drinks and make that into a vibe, and so it's it's a wonderful place. People who come to our corporate mixer every Friday, they know about the Gathering and Wine Bar. So it's an awesome place. Yeah.
You already feel it's got a good vibe in here. What are the hours like?
The hours, they're usually open up from 10 to 6, usually. And, as things move forward and we grow, we're definitely planning to activate it more in the evening time to give locals an amazing space to be. So, follow us on social media to really keep up with when we launch these things. But we have an idea for Wednesday coming up, and I think it's going to be an amazing vibe, especially for those who are, that hump day when you just like, I don't want to be home, but I don't want to dress up and go to the Bahamas or something like that. This is going to be the perfect space.
Just stop here on the way home.
Here on the way home.
I missed that. What Wednesday?
It's coming. It's coming.
It's in the works.
It's in the works. Social media. Follow us on social media so when we launch it, and then, that's how you keep up with us. Honestly, that's the best way. Yeah.
So all of us here after the show, we can hang by the bar. That's what you're telling us.
For sure.
10 o'clock. That sounds like a plan. All right, so let's talk about what we're here for today, what we're going to be talking about, because there's a lot going on here.
Always something going on at Nassau Cruise Port, because it is the place to be, and so you have to keep that up, So for the month of July, every time you think about July, you think independence. And as you walk throughout the port, it definitely says Happy Independence to you. It's in your face. We are very proud. Everywhere you turn, you will see a flag, and we're happy about that. And so that's what we're celebrating. So we have a lot of activities, which I'm going to allow Aisha actually to speak on in a second. But throughout the entire month of July, we're celebrating. And we're doing things to ensure that Bahamians remember that the port is open to them. And we want you to come and join us, join in the fun, join in the celebration of our country, join in the celebration of this amazing investment into this port that has changed it, transformed it, and it's just going to be an entire month of celebration.
We met something yesterday, right? Aisha, you had some stuff going on here yesterday for U.S. independence.
We did. The Preacher's Kid hosted their barbecue menu. They rolled out especially for U.S. independence. And we also had the Pineapple Band here. They played and entertained the guests pretty much all day. So we had a full celebration for the U.S. passengers that came in. But it is all about our independence. Next Wednesday, we are inviting everybody to spend the day with us. We're going to start at 1 p.m. with our Sip and Shop. Every month, Sean hosts a Sip and Shop in the Port Plaza. It is a activation.
Our very own Sean right here? Yeah.
Our very own Sean. It is geared towards our Port Plaza tenants as well as our Port Marketplace tenants. Now, the Port Plaza is composed of 6 Bahamian luxury brands. That's Bahari, House of Assembly, Vitakayo, My Ocean, Bahama Handprints, and of course, Grey Cliff Chocolatier. So we're encouraging everybody to come out, have a good time, sip and shop with us. We also have 40 retail vendors in our Port Marketplace, those that would have been here from Festival Place even. So they're near and dear to us, and we just want Bahamians to know that the port is open to them. Not only when we have special occasions, it is open to the public, and we encourage everybody to come and, and enjoy what we have going on. So Ship and Shop is going to be 1 to 4 p.m. And then we're going to move on down to the amphitheater. We're going to activate there around 3:30 when Sip and Shop is winding down for our Cultural Family Fest. So we have performances by Sky Juice Band, Blowdy, Veronica Bishop, Chino D, and so much more. We have 2 shows that day. We have a Kids-Rama show starting at 5:30, and then the Bahama Life Cultural show starting at 7:30. So it's a full day here at Nassau Cruise Port. Tickets for the shows are available at bahamasettickets.com. It is $5 for everyone 12 and over. 12 and under, is free. So the kiddies get in for free. Adults, it's just $5.
And this is on the holiday. This is
on the holiday.
Independence Day
I know a lot of people, we tend to, at least from our usual schedule, there's nothing happening on the Independence Day most times. So we wanted to tap into that, give families something to do. We're going to have the kiddie station set up. We're going to have face painting, caricatures, popcorn, snow cones, bouncing castles. It's really going to be the place to be on Independence Day.
And there'll be stuff for adults.
Oh, definitely. Well, this is always a vibe for the adults, right? So Gallery and Wine Bar is going to have their own thing going on. Island Post is the bar opposite. They're going to have their own activations. Bamboo Shack always comes in with the fun as well. Isola Gelato, you got to go there to cool down. We have they always have Bahamian flavors, but I'm sure they're going to be doing something extra special for Independence Day. But yeah,
and they'll
we're
all be
gonna
open
busy next
on
Thursday.
Independence Day.
On Independence Day.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So that's the way to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew how to pronounce that place. The name of that gelato place.
Say it again.
Isola. I don't know which one it is.
Isola Gelato.
All right, so that is going to be great. Independence Day, this is the spot to be, Nassau Cruiseport.
Absolutely. Now,
But
the
then
month of
there's
July,
more. Right.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So the month of July, we every Friday, of course, we're going on month 7 now. We have Fuel Your Fridays, and it has been a success, if we do say so ourselves. We have been hosting the corporate crowd every Friday. We've had to cap at 1,000.
Oh.
Yeah. So we encourage everybody to come out early because the gates do close when we hit a certain number. We just try to keep it as comfortable as possible. So we've seen the numbers exceed that, and we've decided as a committee, hey, this is the comfortable spot.
I was going to say, sometimes it looked like more than 1,000.
I mean, it's in the psyche now. Everyone says I'm at the port, going to the
Some
port.
people will be like, that all of that out there, they don't realize it. So we have redesigned our layout as well, so that helps, and especially in the heat. So, and due to the heat, we also wanted to extend. So we've heard the cries, and we have answered. We have now extended our hours to 10 p.m. For the summer, and we are proud to say.
What was it before?
Huh?
What was it before?
9.
9, okay.
Originally, it was 8. Then we pushed to 9.
This will be midnight.
No.
That's a big head nod there.
Let's stick it with 10. 10 is that nice area. But this month we are powered by Heineken Silver. So we are so proud to sponsor with Heineken Silver for the month of July for Fuel Your Fridays. Again, we are our local DJ that's going to be featured is DJ Tank. He's been with us from inception. We do have a few pop-ups here and there, some other DJs that come and guest. This Friday, we will also have DJ Tunes. Well, today, we'll also have
Friday.
DJ Tunes.
Friday,
right.
I haven't had my coffee yet. Excuse me. We'll have DJ Tunes playing today as well. And our happy hour specials run 4 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Now, entry is free until 6, after which it's $10.
Okay.
But with that $10 comes a welcome drink. So.
So if you get in free, you don't get the welcome drink.
No, but you get a good spot, and you get to lock in from early.
Right.
So,
right.
And we encourage everybody come out early. But if you're coming with a group of people, we do tables. We can reserve a section for you. You just email us at events@nassaucruiseport.com, and somebody from the team would answer and arrange all that for you.
Excellent. You should tell us about the drink specials that you mentioned. What
So
are
the
what are they
drink
including?
specials. So we have 5 bars. 5 bars, you heard right. And all 5 of them have drink specials from 4 to 7 at $8. Wow. You can't beat that. And after which you go into regular prices, but by the time you get your good buzz on with them $8 drinks, you may only need one more after that. So we encourage everybody to come out, bring your money, drink responsibly.
Right. Of course. Wow. So that is this Friday, and as you said, every Friday this month.
Every Friday.
You got something special going on.
Every Friday.
Wow.
That's Fuel Your Fridays at Nassau Cruiseport.
Yeah. So, but have you thought about how this will look in a year, and how you might need to continue to expand it? Is that on the table yet? Do you
No,
think
absolutely. We always consider that. Honestly, I don't think we even thought this would have gone this long. But there's a demand for it, and we want to feed into the demand. And as Sean mentioned, we are working on a few other nights.
Yeah.
Whether it's the entire courtyard where all of our tenants are involved, or siloed to gallery or to island posts. But again, we've been pushing from last year, June, when we opened to the public, Nassau Cruiseport is open. And I think not until we got the happy hour going did people know that, yeah, you can go to the port. It's
Right.
not just for the cruise ships. You can cross that barrier, that fence now, and
Yeah.
come into Nassau Cruiseport.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. So there's even more. even more going on this month. It's got a Latin flavor to it.
Yes, we do.
Tell us about that. What's that all about? And give us the details.
We've hosted some Latin dance classes the past few Thursdays. We have one more on the 11th before our Fiesta Latina, our Spanish cultural show on
Also, you've been trying to get the people to learn dance moves for the big part.
Exactly. Like, we don't want you to come and be lost.
We've pretty much done a whole thing. If you go on our Instagram, our Facebook, once again, social media is the way you lock in with us. We worked with Nathan J. Burrows from Dance Society, basically, and he did a whole dance tutorial. So if you can make it down to the port to actually join our free dance classes that are happening every Thursday since June 27th, if I remember correctly. So we just had one yesterday as well. And so once again, it's free. So if you can make it down, go to our Instagram or our Facebook page and you can learn a nice little 3-step salsa move.
How are you doing this for free?
Pardon me?
How are you doing this for free?
Because God is good.
All the time.
But yeah, you know, it's a fun way to market the event. We want people to be involved. It is an intimate styled event. It's an event where we want you to dance. We want you to have fun. If you know anything about Latin culture, it's very embracive. It's sexy, it's sultry, but it's also passionate. They want you to be included in it. And so we're happy to have so many things happening on that night. But it's more so like we want you to be ready. We want you to be able to get your little 3 steps in, and you don't feel too awkward about it because you know people may be. I don't know how to start. No,
ain't nothing like going to a Latin night, dance night, and people are like twirling and twisting,
and you can't do anything.
And you stepping on your own toe.
Right, exactly. So Nathan, and shout out to Nathan, he has been such a wonderful help. He has been down. He gave us a nice 3 steps. He showed you how to move up, how down, side. So you could definitely come and mix and mingle and have a great time at Fiesta Latina. We've also partnered with Mexicaba for that night. So we're making sure that the food and the drinks match the atmosphere.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And so it's going to be a big vibe. It was so cool because yesterday, those who attended the class actually walked away with free tickets to the event. So, attend the class. And like I said, it's free. It happens here at the port. July 11th will be our final one. But from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., our dance instructor is actually here. They will teach you. You get to dance with other people because it is social dancing. So they teach you how to have a partner and everything.
Wow.
It's good fun.
What's the turnout been like? I mean, how have you...
Honestly, it started off slow. The first one we did, we probably had like 2 people come in. Then as we continued to push it, yesterday we had about 7 or 8 people actually show up for it. So the more people hear about it, the more they come in. So I'm expecting this last one to be quite big because people also recognizing now it's free. And then one big thing that I had a whole discussion on yesterday with those who did come, parking. A lot of people don't realize that after about 4:30, parking downtown is not as hectic as people would like to think. Right. Especially on a Thursday. And it's all about a matter of changing the mindset to be like, because as soon as you say downtown, where can park? That's the automatic question. Before I can even get the town out properly, where can park? So we have to understand that within this transformation of the cruise port, there's also been an expansion of parking along the front of the cruise port. And that is open most likely after 4:30 p.m. because taxis are no longer there. And taxis is honestly what takes up most of the space out here. So once that's out, you're free range and the port is right there and you just walk in. Of course, you have multiple gates for you to use. So once you come in, you can find us, just follow the music.
Yeah. Parking ain't the problem, People just don't walk.
Well,
Especially in the heat.
Here you come. Anyway, I need this dance thing because I need to learn how to do the ochenta. Ochen. I think I'm not.
And you do this right in the courtyard.
Yeah, we do it in the courtyard. Yeah, we do it in the courtyard. Next time, we're probably going to move it over by the amphitheater space, just because we had a rehearsal for Independence happening yesterday, so we weren't able to. But it's going to be there. It's a nice vibe. I'm telling y'all. Y'all check it out for sure.
Again, that's July 11th.
Yes.
So that's
Thursday.
You said,
Yes.
right. And then. That's right. Yeah. And then Fiesta Latina.
Fiesta Latina is July 13th, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. We have dancers, fire dancers. We have a Latin DJ coming in. And like I said, the food and the drinks will match the atmosphere. And so we really want people to come in and tap into it. It's different. It's going to be a unique space, I think, and the way that we're going to transform it is going to be very intimate, and it's going to be a nice space for you to just take pictures and enjoy yourself, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tickets. Tell us about the tickets and where to get the tickets from. Aisha?
So tickets are $25 for Fiesta Latina, and again, they are available at BahamasEtickets.com. So we are encouraging everybody, get online, buy your tickets for both the Independence Cultural Show and Fiesta Latina, and enjoy the whole July with Nassau Cruise Board.
So it starts at 7. How long is that going to go for? Fiesta Latina.
Fiesta Latina should be a 2-hour show. So we're going until about 9, but then we also, with the dance classes and the immersive experience, it's going to be a little bit of a mixer afterwards as well. So not too much sit down and, okay, we see the show, now what?
Right.
It's going to be immersive. We're going to interact afterwards. We're going to have some dancing, and Nathan's also going to do a class at the end of it. So.
So that's going to be a great event. Saturday, July 13th.
Saturday, July 13th.
Okay. All right. Hey, let's take a break. When we come back, we've got a lot more to talk about. Exciting things happening with the ships that come to Nassau Cruise Port, like Utopia of the Seas. Everybody's very excited about that.
Coming on the 21st.
And a whole lot, just days away now. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more, and talk with some of the vendors as well. This is a live from the cruise port, the Nassau Cruise Port Morning Blend on this Friday morning here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
Party on what? This the big bad, sir. Take it out. Oh, yeah. Let's do it, y'all. Tonight the mood is right. Gal, them look so nice. Keep on playing the sweet old music. Say the people can't refuse it. Outside in the open air, holding my baby oh so near, with one hand in her hand and one arm around the waist. We having a party in the backyard. Oh yeah, party all night long. We gonna break and scrape until the morning come. We're gonna party till the break of dawn. Yes, man. Party, party.
Are you seeking exceptional health care beyond the traditional hospital setting? Introducing Doctors Hospital Clinics, your trusted destination for comprehensive care. Our full-service locations provide affordable services through our Loyalty Advantage membership program and NHI. Experience seamless care with our integrated health system, where your medical history travels with you, ensuring continuity of care. Book an appointment today at clinics.doctorshosp.com. We make primary care easy.
RBC. RBC will find the right loan for all of you with competitive rates and extended terms to suit you. Whether it's for debt consolidation, your next vehicle, or home purchase, sometimes we all need a little more. No matter the reason for the loan, we're here to help you find the solution. RBC. RBC has all the loans for all of you. Let's start with a conversation today.
Are you ready to elevate your day with a burst of flavor? Look no further than Dunkin', your ultimate destination for everything delicious. From our freshly brewed coffee that is sure to pick you up, to our signature frozen beverages that will cool you down. And don't forget our mouth-watering sandwiches, made to order all day. Dunkin' has it all. And of course, our lineup of fresh donuts, muffins, and more. Dive into a world of yummy flavors at Dunkin' and bring joy to your day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, keep you winning. Percy's Pension Plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, we got you. Percy's Pension Plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Is this a party or what? This the big bad, sir. Take it out. Oh, yeah. Let's do it, y'all. Tonight the mood is right. Gal, them look so nice. Keep on playing the sweet old music. Say the people can't refuse it. Outside in the open air, holding my baby oh so near, with one hand in her hand and one arm around the waist. We having a party in the backyard. Oh yeah, party all night long. We gonna break and scrape until the morning come. We're gonna party till the break of dawn. Yes, man. Party, party. Oh yeah. This girl named Nikki says she dancing here with me. Been after her so long, gonna keep her close to me, because this dance floor is packed. People dancing back to back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Morning Blend, coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. Dwight, Strachan, and Chester Robards. We're having a great time here this morning, and we're going to meet some of the vendors who are here at the cruise port, like Linda Braun from Linda's Place. Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Bahamas.
You're telling some great stories off here. We want to hear those. But how long have you been in this downtown area, I guess?
I have been here approximately from the conception. That is when Festival Place was first installed. I would say 2003, maybe.
Wow.
2003.
Yeah, so more than 20 years.
More than 20 years, yes.
And you're a legend. You're a legend. People apparently
So I'm
are
told.
coming off the boats
Looking
asking for you.
So I'm told, yes, yes.
So tell us about Linda's Place.
Linda's Place is sort of a mom and pop shop that has just about everything. We cater to the tourists, and we also cater to the Bahamians. We love our people, so we want to cater to them in the best way we can, give them the experience. Also for the tourists, when the tourists come into the port, they're already disenfranchised about what all they hear and what they're hearing on the outside about the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So our job is to make them welcome and make them understand that that's not happening here.
Mm-hmm. Has that been difficult?
Pardon?
Has it been difficult doing that, or are they
no,
open
it hasn't.
to?
It hasn't.
Yeah?
We've had so many positive people. So basically, it's making them understand and making them see that Nassau itself in the Bahamas, with the 700 islands, but predominantly Nassau, is a wonderful place to come.
Yeah.
And they come off looking for everything that they've read about. They want the crack conch, and they want the conch, the experience, and the conch salad, and they want everything Bahamian, authentically Bahamian,
Wow.
to eat, that is.
Yeah.
What's that thing that you give them that they're like, oh, I never had that before. That's amazing.
That is crack conch and conch fritters and conch salad.
Yeah.
They hear about it, but when they hear about where it comes from, you know, that it's a mussel in a shell, they call it a snail. I tell them right off the top, it is not a snail. We don't consider. I mean,
We don't do that here.
I love snails now. Don't get me wrong, but that is not a snail. That is a mussel, right? So then, once they understand it, and I teach them and tell them basically what it's all about, then they're more like, okay, we'll try it, and they love it.
Wow.
I had a customer about a week ago. She was about 26 years old. She came with a mother and a boyfriend. And she saw me, she ran to me, and she hugged me, and she was jumping all around, and I didn't know who she was from the man in the moon. And she said to me, Miss Linda, I was here when I was 8 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And I remembered you. And you are my first and my only stop back here. She said, I came for your conch fritters and your gombe punch. Soda. And I was flabbergasted because she was 8. Here she was now 26.
Wow.
She remember you forever.
That's the type of customers that I have coming off the ship.
Yeah.
They come and they remember me, or they remember the shop, and they remember the food, because in our business, my concept and the concept of my staff is we don't just sell to the tourists and say, hi, have a good day and goodbye. We sell to the tourists and say, hey, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or I'll see you in
Yeah.
3 months.
Excellent.
So the food has to be on par. The food has to be the best food that they've ever tasted.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
And like when they say to me, I've never tasted conch fritters, how do I know yours is good? I said, well, then you taste mine and then go taste somebody else and come back.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's basically what you give them, and the friendliness, the hospitality that you give to them,
Yeah.
and they remember it.
Yeah.
They remember the small little things.
Don't mind Aisha and Sean. Don't let them intimidate you. But you tell us, what was the transition like from Festival Place to here at Nassau Cruise Port? How has that been?
Well, I was in Festival Place for quite a while. I was in there, I can't remember the exact many years, but it was a couple of years. And then they said that they were going to fix the roof. And then Obi Wilchcombe, God rest his soul, he came and he says, all right, Linda, you're gonna be out in the yard for 3 months, 6 months maximum. And I said, you sure, sir? You sure? He said, yeah, just 3 to 6 months maximum, then you'll be back into the building. Well, that 6 months turned to 7 years.
Wow.
So we were seven years out there in the elements in the yard. And then they came back 7 years later and they said, okay, we're going to put you into Rawson Square. Just before COVID, they came and told us that. We shut down for 2 years for COVID, completely shut down. And then they moved. Then they came and they said, okay, we will be moving into Festival Place, into the Nassau Cruise Port. So we came over here with all expectations, all excited, because this was new things. I saw future potential.
Yeah.
This was no longer little Johnny-come-lately on the corner. This was big dreams. So we came in and they were very good to us. They supported us in every way. I got my place up and running. I went through all the right channels. I went through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, not Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Works, Ministry of
maybe
Town
tourism.
Planning. I had to get a plan for my shop. I had to do everything on par. So once that was up and running, we opened up. And I must say, it's been great. It's been great. It's been really great. I mean, some days it's slow when we have the Disney ships in who don't buy nothing.
Oh boy.
So, I was supposed to say that?
Hey,
It is what it
speak
is.
the truth. Speak the truth. It's
I
fine.
speak the truth.
Yes. You go right ahead.
They say, oh no, the water, we can buy water on the ship. Okay, fine.
Oh.
So, and then there are days when people come looking for food, looking for something, looking for the experience, and they come all excited. My only complaint is that there's nowhere for my customers to sit. I've always had a seating area for them. Not to say sit down and relax and don't move. They sit down, they eat, and then they watch the sights. They have a little conversation with me, and then they get up and they leave. But now they say, there's nowhere to sit, there's nowhere to sit. And I'm like, I know, you know.
They'll work on it. Yeah.
So that's my biggest problem.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been a wonderful experience.
Wonderful.
It's been a non-stop roller coaster experience. It's been great, you know.
Not a dull moment, I'm sure. All right, so you have our mouths watering because you were talking about food and breakfast and stuff like that.
We do breakfast. We do breakfast here at the port, and we also do lunch.
Right. Okay.
So tell us about some of those menu items.
Well, for breakfast, we do the typical Bahamian breakfast. We do what they call the fire engine, which is the grits and the rice and the corned beef. But we also have the steamed sausage, the ham, steamed ham. We have the mackerel, we have the tuna salad. We have the ground beef, the ground turkey. We have shrimp and grits. We have omelets of all sorts, be it vegetables or non-vegetables.
Are the tourists eating the Bahamian breakfast?
Oh, yes. And for the lunch items, we have. We do the typical, the crack conch, the conch fritters, the conch salad. We do the Scotch conch, the conch snack. We do wings, which is very, very popular. I mean, the first thing in the morning the tourist says is, I want some wings. It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
I want some wings. But we do oxtails as well, which is very popular. The traditional fried fish, the traditional lobster tail, shrimps of all sorts. We do rotis.
Okay.
We do mutton roti. We do chicken roti. We do.
How big is this stall? How big is this restaurant? Are you? How are you
You know
going to do
what?
all
I'm
this?
going to take y'all down. Before y'all leave, I'm going to take y'all down so you can see Linda's place and everybody's and how the stalls are set up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'll take y'all down.
So let people know the.
You can think about it. Linda makes it.
Yeah. Okay.
I started with a 5 by foot store. that's like this little area right
Yeah.
here. And I worked it from the middle, and I went one, two, from side to side.
In Festival Place.
And Festival Place,
Yeah,
yes.
I remember.
But it has grown slightly. Slightly.
Yeah. Okay.
But we manage.
Uh-huh.
You learn to manage. You learn to cope.
How many employees do you have?
At the moment, I have 4 employees at the moment.
And you're doing all of these things with 4 employees.
4. Let me see. Let me just check my mental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, 4 employees.
That's
and I
impressive.
just hired a young man yesterday.
Okay. Wow.
He lives on Market Street. I hired him. He came for a job, and I asked for work. And I said, what you can do? I said, come, we need somebody else.
Wow.
I'm looking for another person in the kitchen to sort of, my cook, Danny, I need someone to assist her. You know, like if she decides that she needs a day off today.
Yeah.
And, you know, someone could just step in for her. Yeah, help.
Well, if people want to do it, give them your contacts. How can they reach you? What should they
my
do?
My number is 429 1566.
Okay.
Now I'm looking for responsible people. People that's responsible and people who want to work. I'm not looking for people who just want to show up to the job.
Right. Yeah.
And expect a salary.
Yeah.
Because we are a family in there. We are a close-knit family.
Excellent.
I've had employees in there that's been with me 11 years now.
Wow.
11 years, 3 years, 2 years.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, we got to go to the news, but tell us your hours again. When can people come and experience all the wonderful things Linda's Place has?
My hours are from 8 in the morning until, it's flexible in the evening. It could be like 5 o'clock. It could be 6 o'clock. It could be 7. Depends on the ship schedule.
Okay. All right. Well, we're looking forward.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
Except if what? Should I say it?
No. But we understand.
Almost always open.
Yeah.
Almost always open. And we're looking forward to some breakfast from Linda this morning.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna
that's
have
going to be
breakfast with
great.
Linda.
Oh, wow. Linda Braun, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. Great to
The
see you so
legend.
much.
You have to call her the
legendary
legend.
Linda. Linda's Place. Wow. Thank you so much.
I also have a Facebook page, by the way.
Okay. Facebook.
Called Linda's Place. I have a YouTube channel.
Oh.
I'm on TripAdvisor.
Oh, wow.
But my customers put me there.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Because she's the legend.
This is amazing.
I look at my own Facebook page, but my customers, my daughter did, but my customers put me there.
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much, Linda. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. We're going to break for news. Got a whole lot more of these great stories from the Nassau Cruise Port. We're live here this morning on Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Stay with us.
Party on what? This the big bad, sir. Take it out. Oh, yeah. Let's do it, y'all. Tonight the mood is right. Gal them look so nice. Keep on playing this sweet old music. Say the people can't refuse it. Outside in the open air, holding my baby oh so near, with one hand in her hand and one arm around her waist. We having a party in the backyard. Oh yeah, party all night long. We gonna break and scrape until the morning come. We're gonna party till the break of dawn. Yes, man. Party, party. Oh yeah. This girl named Nikki says she dancing here with me. Been after her so long, gonna keep her close to
This
me.
is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Opinions of the host and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
welcome to Morning Blend Business, part of a very special Morning Blend coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port in downtown Nassau. Once again, Dwight Strachan, along with Chester Robards. We're having a great time this morning with Sean Gomez and Aisha Rolls. Sean Gomez is the Marketing and Communications Manager, and Aisha Rolls, the Assistant Manager of Events. Having a great time so far this morning. As we said, we're going to be meeting more of the vendors here throughout this morning. But we want to talk to Aisha and Sean about some other things happening with the cruises. And I think you have a big day today. Is that right? Tell us about what's going to be happening here today with all the ships here.
Today is going to be a regular ship day. We have 5 ships in today.
That doesn't sound regular. Is that regular?
Hold on. They reach now. Okay,
it's regular. Okay.
No, it's regular.
It's just as if.
But there's a lot happening within the Caribbean right now with storms.
Yes.
And so that is causing a lot of ships to now divert to us. So naturally, I think maybe a week and a half ago, this was supposed to be a 2-ship day. It's now turned into a 5-ship day because of the diversions. And so, it's a blessing because it allows more Bahamians to benefit from the tourists coming off and stuff like that. So it's a great thing. So the only thing is our crowd expand. We'll have more people in port. But outside of that, like I said, it's a blessing.
What time are they? And we already saw 1 or 2 here.
So as you see, you can see even behind you now, you see more people moving.
People coming
so
through.
They're flowing out. And so about around this time at 9 o'clock, usually. And so about, I'll say 10 is peak because everyone's finished with breakfast. Tours, right, they already on schedule. So if you're pre-booked tours, they're coming down, they're waiting to go, to get moved from the, berths down to their, tour buses and stuff like that. So around 10, it gets up there.
All 5 are here already, or?
I'm not sure. We have to check the schedule, but they usually come in. It looks so, I think about 4.
It was pretty trafficy when I.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Going up right now.
Yeah, coming in
So you
right
got the live.
So 5 ships. Give us an idea how many people we're thinking are going to be here. Get that mic there, Aisha.
Today we do have Wonder of the Seas in port, and that is an Oasis class ship. She's coming with about 7,000 passengers.
Oh my goodness.
So I would say maybe about 20,000 passengers in port today. We'll have our final count shortly once the last ship comes.
That is amazing. All right, so I got to ask you this. So we know there's a lot to do with the Nassau Cruise Port, but is downtown Nassau taking advantage of days like this, having all of these people here who are desperately looking for something to do?
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's the point. It's the reason why all of our exits, all of our entrances, our gates, I should say, exits, all of them point into downtown. It's not our goal to just keep people in the port. It is to give people an experience when they come to the port, and that experience being a positive one. And that positive experience trickles down to say, well, if it's beautiful and nice here, let's check downtown. To change the mindset from the negativity that may have been said previously. That's the goal. The goal is not to keep the tourists in. And so they do definitely, as you can see, and I love having you all here right now because you can see it yourself. People are walking down, and when you see them walking down, they're walking down to the straw market.
They got bags. They got bags.
They got bags and stuff already. They're already been shopping. So you have the early birds who get the room. So as you can see, people walking down that gate at the end there that leads directly into the straw market. And so people know automatically they go down, they get down into downtown. And so yes, downtown has definitely, you would see, especially on a day like this where there's 5 ships now, you would see people outside, the stores are wide open, everybody's preparing, and they know that they move early. So from about 8:30, 9 o'clock, stores are already functioning, up and running because they know how the tourists move.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw the guys outside the gate trying to get their little tours going, screaming at people.
Already?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then you've got even more great news this month with Utopia of the Seas. Let people know about that, what that's all
Utopia
about.
of the Seas is going to be Royal Caribbean's latest, greatest, biggest ship coming into Nassau. And the beauty of Utopia of the Seas is that it's catering to the Bahamas.
It's an all Bahamas cruise.
Yeah. The only Bahamian ship.
Wow.
So it's like, it's amazing. And, shout out to Royal Caribbean for really taking the time to see the beauty of the Bahamas and creating an entire cruising ship around it, basically. And so that comes into port on its first commercial touring on July 21st.
Just a few days away.
Just a few days away. And it's going to be something incredible. If you really want to get a sneak peek of it, I would say, just Google Utopia of the Sea. They have a website, and you can see pieces of the ship. You can see the design.
It's a really pretty ship.
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we are super excited to really be a part of this, because once it comes into port, cruising is a lifestyle. Right? So this has its own flowing energy. And we have cruise influencers and stuff like that who are already excited about Utopia coming in. They can't wait to actually see it in port here in Nassau, because you have to understand that these people cruise almost all year round.
Yeah.
They come to Nassau about 2 to 3 times on different ships and stuff like that. And so they get excited to see different ships in port. It's really a lifestyle, honestly. And so people are excited, and we are excited to welcome them. It's going to be something incredible. We're going to transform the port to make you understand that Utopia of the Sea is here, and Utopia of the Sea is catering to the Bahamas.
What do you mean when it first arrives?
Yeah, when it first arrives,
okay.
July 21st. So we're going to have a lot of activations happening. It's going to be a fun time, and we can't wait to celebrate with Royal Caribbean.
Wow.
That's interesting, because usually they would bring a new ship. They would bring like journalists and people on board and have a little celebration on the ship, and then that's it. Nobody knows, it might even know it was in port. But you guys are gonna let people know that Utopia is here.
Absolutely, because like I said, that ship caters to us, and that should be celebrated. That's something that says, listen, your country is so great that we've created an entire schedule centered around y'all, and that's something that we should be proud of as a country that really pushes tourism as our product. That says a lot about us. Yeah. And so for us, we are coming to celebrate it, and so something will be happening on the ship, of course, as it's first time in port, but we want to make sure that everybody, whether you're a passenger on that ship or any ship that's in port that day, whether you're a Bahamian in the space, you're going to know Utopia is here, and you're going to feel the celebration of it.
So it's July 21st. That's a Sunday. So we should come down?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay.
Absolutely. Come down, have fun with us. It's going to be big vibes. I'm super excited.
Oh,
honestly.
wow.
Yeah.
So how often will they be here?
Twice a week.
Right. So basically twice a week at a minimum.
We had Royal Caribbean
We just
Con
talked
a couple
about that
days
Wednesday.
ago, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying people need to be thinking how to take advantage of this
Absolutely.
amazing opportunity.
Yes.
You're hearing people talk like that?
Definitely within the port itself, we get our tenants ready as well, because that's a part of our responsibilities to make sure that they understand what they're about to face, what's coming on to them. And so we get them ready, prepare them for, the ships that are coming in, for them to understand the magnitude of it, so that they can also be educated to know this is what's happening. And so we had them, preparing themselves for things like that. And then the downtown community will do the same thing, because they tap in as well.
Yeah.
They are a community, so they know the ships are coming in, they know these things. And once again, we will continue to educate, to let them know this is happening. And so we expect everybody to be ready for Utopia. Yeah.
So y'all have PTA meetings? That's cool.
If you wish.
Port tenant.
Yeah, but it's our responsibility to communicate. And if we want to make sure that we make this place not only something that passengers enjoy, but locals enjoy also, we have to communicate to make sure everybody understands what's happening.
Yeah.
This part is quite big. When you walk it, you feel it. So imagine the amount of people at every step that you have to communicate to. And so that's a big responsibility for us, and we make sure that happens.
And again, how many people were expecting on this cruise? This is 7. Wow.
And that's one ship.
7,000.
That's just one ship.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
That's
at minimum. At minimum.
Oh.
So it's at minimum twice.
Right. Say that on the mic. You should say that again.
So their first week, they will be here 3 times.
Really?
So that's 7,500 passengers, but they're expected a minimum of twice a week.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable. That's great
It's
stuff.
something big. It's something to be proud of, and we're doing what we need to do in order to make sure that the narrative changes. That people, when they come off, they feel safe, they feel happy, and they enjoy their experience.
Yeah.
And it's actually showing up for us, because we are now nominated for an award.
Oh, the port?
Yes, the
Tell
award
us
is
about that. Tell us
nominated. So
about
the
that.
World Cruise Awards, we have been nominated as Best Arrival Terminal in the Caribbean.
And that was fast in the year, right?
We've only been here a year, and so that just shows the potential. And we're not even in our full form yet. There is so much more to come. There's so much more to come. So that's why it's an exciting time to be here. I love working here because the potential is so great. And we're not just talking about the potential for the passengers, but we're talking about the potentials for Bahamians. And I'm not even just talking about Bahamians who work in tourism, but to give Bahamians a sense of place, to give Bahamians opportunity to come back to the downtown that they love and have experienced and enjoyed. All of that is wrapped up into this.
Yeah, and as Linda Braun said, our previous guest, these tourists are open to Bahamian experiences. They want to taste the food.
Absolutely.
They want to have this unique thing that they can't find in other cruise ports, right? So everybody needs to be thinking like this. What can you do to take advantage of this? This is on your laps, basically, right?
In your face. You can't deny it. And that's why we push such a heavy, authentically Bahamian marketplace. We ensure that, when people come, you can get the regular souvenirs that you know and love, but you can also find other things like seasonings, honey, Bahamian honey, handmade art, handmade bags and stuff like that. And, Chanel is actually here from Paradise Jewels and Handbags, and she could talk a lot about, those handmade bags and things what makes her shop a real authentic experience. But she carries a variety of different brands from different Bahamians. And so it honestly just allows passengers to get a taste. But even for Bahamians, if you're ever looking for something specific, you now have an opportunity where you can come 7 days a week and possibly find these things.
Oh, this is so cool.
I meant to ask, Independence Day, are the ships in?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're going to... Four ships in. So they're going to experience a real Bahamian get-down. We're going to have fun.
What? 5 ships?
Okay.
So...
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, because of the storms, our schedule is going to continue to change. So, and it's still a blessing because that's just more people and more opportunities for Bahamians to make money. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, let's take a break. We're going to meet Chanel when we get back with Paradise Jewels, and we got Preacher's Kid in a few minutes later as well. A lot more to come here on this special edition of Morning Blend Business, coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port on this very exciting Friday. Stay with us here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Earning zero interest on your savings at the bank? With as little as $100, you can start earning interest on your money while you're sleeping, eating, or standing in line at the bank with the CFAL Savings Express Plan. Ready to invest? Start by putting $1,000 into our mutual funds and earn interest there too. Because at CFAL, your interest is our interest. Visit CFAL.com to start now. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations of Bahamians.
My name is Minister Arlene Thompson. I am the Young Women's Fellowship Director, as well as I am the Community Dance Director here at Church of God of Prophecy, Shirley Street. My motto is one girl at a time. If we start with just one thing and we build on that, I think that makes a whole big difference. When we started out, we didn't anticipate having 1,000 children here. Our goal was to reach one child at a time. The whole idea was to find a safe place for them, some place for them to express their talents and their giftings, and also a positive environment for them to be in. I do the work that I do in my community because I see that they can become more than they are. I can see born leaders. And one thing I can say, the change in them has affected their families. We started something small, it grows, and we have a greater impact on the community as a whole. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
All those loans I had were so overwhelming. Fidelity's debt consolidation loan combined all my loan payments into one easy payment with a built-in savings plan that pays me unbeatable interest. It's time to make that move to Fidelity. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Ready to save? You can put $100 into the CFAL Savings Express Plan and make sure your money keeps growing. Earn interest on your savings while you're sleeping, eating, or standing in line at the bank. Ready to invest? Start by putting $1,000 into our mutual funds and earn interest there too. Because at CFAL, your interest is our interest. Visit CFAL.com to start now. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations of Bahamians.
Now let me see now. 326 EPIC. Hello? This Epic battery. This Miss Beulah from round the corner. I hear you're selling tires now on Wolf Road too.
Praise the Lord. It's about time.
I live Forks Hill, and Fire Trail, it's too far.
That ain't all. They open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sunday and holiday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My brother Sam, he's a hacker, and he could go right there and get fixed up.
Call us at 326-EPIC. We ship also to the Family Island.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The Bahamas is big thing, my island is big thing, all over is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing, the Bahamas is big thing, my island is big thing, all over is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing. Now many other countries they be lucky like us, with the sun that shine from dawn till dusk. From Freeport to Inapa, we can travel hassle free. We may never leave on time, but we can check in early. Bahamas is big thing, my island is big thing, all over is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing, Bahamas is big thing, my island is big thing. The flag carrier big thing.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Morning Glen Business. Coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. Dwight, Strachan, Chester Robards. We are having a blast meeting some of the vendors. We still have Sean Gomez and Aisha Roll with us, but we now have Chanel J. from Paradise Jewels and Handbags. Good morning, Chanel. Great to have you with us.
Good morning, Bahamas. It's interesting to be here.
Oh boy! You know, when the guest says that, I don't know what to think of that. Okay, well, let's make it even more interesting, Chanel. Tell us about Paradise Handbags and Jewels and Handbags. Let me get the name right. How long have you been in business?
The business started January of this year, so it's new to the port.
Okay.
Okay.
What we sell is everything authentically Bahamian. So the company name, I'll say it again, Paradise Jewels and Handbags. We sell handbags made from the following designers, so you can have an idea of who we have. A few pieces from Barbara Knowles, as most Bahamians know. Barbara Knowles is one of what I call an OG in handbags, straw work. And for any foreigners that are listening, I tell them that she is at the Louis Vuitton level.
Oh boy.
So you can understand the level of the Barbara Knowles bags. So we have a lot of her bags, and as she's retired, we were fortunate enough to have some of her pieces. We also have two young designers, one and their sisters actually. We have Vanessa Forbes and Terrell Forbes. Terrell does the conch jewelry made out of sterling silver. It's our basic line. It's very affordable. We highlight the conch shell. We like conch salad, conch fritters, everything conch. So you have to take back something conch from the Bahamas, and therefore you have Terrell Forbes jewelry line. And then we have a sister, Vanessa Knowles. Vanessa is what I call an up-and-coming superstar designer in Bahamian bags. She is in her late 20s.
Oh, wow.
She loves and is very passionate about it. She's someone who follows trends. So she watches all of the designers and see the styles that is trending. That's what they call it now, right? Trending?
Yeah.
Okay. And as they're trending, she then convert those trending styles and make them out of straw. So you would find that Vanessa bags have fabric, vinyl, different levels of straw work, and it's very trendy. It's small and cute, or it could be big and large, depending on what is in at that time.
Yeah. I'm on your Facebook page. These look amazing. The stuff you have here, and they look expensive. But I mean, in terms of the quality, not necessarily the price, but they look like they are.
What you want, the words you want to use is you see quality, not expense. Yes. Our straw bags is an investment. As you know, some of the straw is now becoming extinct. That's one. Secondly, you have other Caribbean islands, because we have clients who come and shop with us because their Caribbean island no longer have the sisal and they don't have straw work. So they buy. So why should we let everyone else who had it and appreciate it come in and take it? So I want to invite Bahamians to come down and shop. The reality of it is our prices are not high. The investment starts at $40, and the most expensive piece I have is $450. Like I said, I have Barbara Knows DOG.
Yeah.
Also, I have Agatha Mackey. She is someone who I call my in-between. Agatha designs a Louise. She's excellent in being trendy and old school all at once. So one of my favorite pieces from Agatha is her crossbodies. A lot of crossbody styles are in, and if you see her pieces, you'll be blown away. We also have Sandy Hall. Now, Sandy Hall is an artist, but believe it or not, she puts together canvas designs with straw and some wooden bamboo styles. You will be blown away. So come down to Paradise Jewels and Handbags. And for the next 2 weeks, what I'm doing is for all of the Bahamians who would come and just visit our store, visit the port. I feel as though we don't have enough Bahamian visiting the port, and you're missing out because this is a piece of history right here. So I want to encourage you to come to the port. Definitely, when you come, you stop to Paradise Jewels and Handbags.
Absolutely.
And as you do that, I want you to let me give you a tour of the store. And I want you to take photos of our bags and post it on our social media sites. And we're going to give away, just in time for Independence next week, Wednesday, we're going to give you one of our bags so you can take it to your Independence event.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
And all you have to do for this is visit the store, take photos, and post it all over social media and tag us, and tag the port. I'll allow them to be a part of this.
That's easy. That's very easy.
I want to ask you about your artists. Did you find them or did they find you? Or was it a mixture?
It was really I think basically my sister, Siobhan, I think she reached out. She's really passionate about this. And she reached out, and it was a collaboration between both. Now, what we do is we work closely with our current artists, like Vanessa and Agatha, for example. They are the two that designed the Independence line. And I'm sorry that I didn't even say that. We do have an Independence line, although it's selling out pretty quickly. So if you're looking for a unique Independence straw design to take to your events, they start at $40. I have you covered.
Wow. So describe it to us. What makes it Independence? You got one of that's one there. All right, there we go.
So if you go on our website, you will actually get to see the Independence line if you go on our Facebook page. So what we have is we use the straw with Bahamian design fabric, or Agatha actually used the Bahamian design sisal and the straw in the Bahamian colors. So we have both. So what I want to encourage you to do is come on down to Paradise Jewels and Handbags at the Nassau Port. Don't worry about parking, because wherever you want to go, you'll find a parking.
That's right.
Yeah,
Where exactly?
Whatever you want to do, you will find a place to park.
Where exactly is your stall here?
Now that is hard to... Exactly.
Okay.
The best way for me for you to find me is I'm on the same side as the Junkanoo Museum, but I'm actually 3 doors prior to
The Junkanoo Museum, or if you're,
The Junkanoo Museum is the furthest east part.
Furthest east.
So keep heading
Right. So
towards.
Right.
Yeah. Keep
So
heading
what
west.
you need to do is, when you come to the port, no offense to the port workers here, you need to leave the front section and head, that's east?
Yeah.
That's east.
And head east to us, the vendor section, and have a taste of your Bahamian culture in the stores. We are proud to say that everything we carry in our store is Bahamian, and it's authentically handmade by Bahamian designers. The last designer that I left out, I cannot, is 80-year-old Jimmy Kalinoris.
What age did you say?
80.
80.
Yes.
Oh, 80.
80.
Oh,
He's been doing Bahamian jewelry from I was a young woman. Well, a younger woman, I should say. And that's over 40 years now. And he is one of the Bahamians who I know have the tool, the technique, and the talent to take our conch shell and cut it into unique styles. My favorite piece from him that I feel as though if you're Bahamian and you're really into culture that you should have is his conch shell.
Okay.
He has a conch shell design, and it looks like he literally just plucked it out of the sea and made it in silver or gold. And in the center of the shell, in the front part of it, is a piece of a conch. And that piece is very affordable. We have them in 2 sizes. I would tell you, if you ever come across any of his pieces, because he's up in age, invest.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, come down there and see that.
Definitely. Okay, so besides the jewelry, I guess some of this could be for men. Do you have other items for men? Could some of these bags, maybe you have anything like that?
The thing is, now that I have you guys here, before I leave, I will question you, because we're trying to come up with a men's line and figure out what in straw. I've not come across a man yet who's excited about straws other than belts, and I have belts.
Okay.
So if you can give me some ideas, because like I said, we work with our designers. I say, I need this, I think about this, I see this, and then they create it. So if y'all can give me some ideas.
I'll give you right now. I wear hats all the time, and I would love a straw incorporated baseball cap.
Oh, that sounds interesting. That's a good one.
Okay.
I think wallets too. Wallets. Maybe a port. Yeah. Text us. What would you want to see? Text us 422-4796.
Yeah.
Like one of these iPad holders, maybe portfolio wallets. Yeah. Cell phone holder, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe the cell phone. I'm trying to portfolios. Right. I want something.
But everybody needs a cell phone holder. Yeah.
I was hoping y'all would come up with like a.
You put us on the spot. You got to give us a little time. Yeah.
The baseball cap.
I need it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like the front area there.
Yeah. So the baseball caps, yes.
Yeah.
I like the cell phone idea, and we don't have stuff for iPads. Is that something that you take more than a portfolio?
Definitely in the iPad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it
see?
is. Right.
Okay, so that.
And wallet, I think I've seen wallets before, but maybe a wallet.
No, but see, you say, I've seen wallets before. You're not saying, I will take a wallet.
Okay.
So I don't need to
I feel
make
like-
something that's not going to be sold.
Right.
I want to make sure you're my second customer, not first.
Okay. All right. We'll talk. We'll talk. All right. So advice that you'd give or encouragement, what are we doing to get more young people into the straw work and coming up with creative ideas?
I think what it is with the young generation is this. I admire them a lot. I'm learning from them. But I think the value of the products, the value of history is not in their DNA really at this time, to be honest. So for me, to get them encouraged is, I'm looking actually for an influencer. So that's someone who could reach out to me. I would really love to spend some time with young influencers on social media so they can have an understanding of our culture as it relates to straw. So if anyone's out there, they can also text in.
Yeah.
as well. I'm looking for that as well. But I think for them, unless it becomes trending and someone makes it a thing, then it's unfortunately not a thing. But the sad side of it is a thing.
Yeah.
So I think for the young, I would want to encourage them to come to the port and see what this thing is all about and make us trend.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We just need them to explore. My challenge to the youth of today is to challenge yourself to come out of what you see on social media and explore what you have right here in your country and make it go viral, like Jamaicans did with the Jamaican music. Make the Bahamas go viral, make Straw go viral, make this Nassau Port, who's only been open for 1 year and getting nominations, go viral.
There you go.
Absolutely. It's already halfway through the year. I can't believe it. You got anything big planned for the holidays coming up, Christmas?
Oh, Christmas. Christmas for us is going to be big. It's going to be exciting. What we do as well, we are that store where we interact. So when you come, we have, like Sean had shared, we have a lot of repeat customers. I didn't know that people really take cruising so seriously and come every...
Are you talking about cruise passengers?
Yes.
Oh.
I had one who visited me literally every week.
What?
Because her cruise got detoured. They have it booked like that. So for Christmas, yes.
Every week?
This is a lifestyle. And then we have persons who...
Wow.
They come all the time.
News
So
to me.
because of that, we have to always be up on our toes.
Yes.
So for us, we build on relationship.
Absolutely.
So because of that, if you come to us now, you get your Mortimer Candy Kitchen candies. So we have that going. I always give them a taste of the Bahamas when they come.
Yeah.
We talk, we laugh, we do videos. I have gone viral on TikTok. I don't really understand much of it, but I have, because I have international influencers who will come and they will do live videos with us, and I give them a tour of the store. So Christmas time, it will be us keeping the inventory up. We do things where you could come to us on a Saturday and have a glass of wine. You know, you could come when we have the music. I'm at the fun part of the port as well, where I have the drink stores. And as a result, they have a DJ competition going on. Listen, coming to the port is really fun. If you want to dance, it's not just at this side, but the other side, especially when it's like an off day, they don't have any big activities at this end. We have DJs at our end, and it is fun. So if you come, you get to dance with us, you get to sing, you get to taste, you get to drink, and you get to shop.
So we need to hang out with you every week, pretty much.
As long as you're spending.
Chanel J, you are quite a character. Paradise jewels and handbags. Interesting, definitely is a good word to describe this experience. Thank you very much. Eye-opening discussion this morning. Thank you. Appreciate it. And looking forward to talking with you again. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, a whole lot more. In our final few minutes, we're going to be talking with the Preacher's Kid. When we come back, this is a special edition, the Morning Blend Business, coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. Stay with us, folks.
The Bahamas is big thing. My island is big thing. All over is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing. My island is big thing. All over is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing. Now many other countries they be lucky like us. With the sun does shine from dawn till dusk. From Freeport to Inapa, we can travel hassle-free. We may never leave on time, but we can check in early. Bahamas is big thing. My island is big thing. All over is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing. Bahamas is big thing. My island is big thing. The flag carrier is big thing. The Bahamas is big thing.
Ready to save? You can put $100 into the CFAL Savings Express Plan and make sure your money keeps growing. Earn interest on your savings while you're sleeping, eating, or standing in line at the bank. Ready to invest? Start by putting $1,000 into our mutual funds and earn interest there too. Because at CFAL, your interest is our interest. Visit cfal.com to start now. CFAL, growing wealth for future generations of Bahamians.
Now let me see now. 326 ETIC. Hello. This Epic Eckert battery. This Miss Beulah from round the corner. I hear you're selling tires now on Wolf Road too.
Praise the Lord. It's about time. I live Fox Hill and Fire Trail. It's too far.
That ain't all. They open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sunday and holiday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My brother Sam, he's a hacker, and he could go right there and get fixed up.
Call us at 326 EPIC. We ship also to the Family Island.
My name is Minister Arlene Thompson. I am the Young Women's Fellowship Director, as well as I am the Community Dance Director here at Church of God of Prophecy, Shirley Street. My motto is one girl at a time. If we start with just one thing and we build on that, I think that makes a whole big difference. When we started out, we didn't anticipate having 1,000 children here. Our goal was to reach one child at a time. The whole idea was to find a safe place for them, some place for them to express their talents and their giftings, and also a positive environment for them to be in. I do the work that I do in my community because I see that they can become more than they are. I can see born leaders. And one thing I can say, the change in them has affected their families. We started something small, it grows, and we have a greater impact on the community as a whole. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
All those loans I had were so overwhelming. Fidelity's debt consolidation loan combined all my loan payments into one easy payment with a built-in savings plan that pays me unbeatable interest. It's time to make that move to Fidelity. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Are you seeking exceptional healthcare beyond the traditional hospital setting? Introducing Doctors Hospital Clinics, your trusted destination for comprehensive care. Our full-service locations provide affordable services through our Loyalty Advantage membership program and NHI. Experience seamless care with our integrated health system, where your medical history travels with you, ensuring continuity of care. Book an appointment today at clinics.doctorshosp.com. We make primary care easy.
Are you ready to elevate your day with a burst of flavor? Look no further than Dunkin', your ultimate destination for everything delicious. From our freshly brewed coffee that is sure to pick you up, to our signature frozen beverages that will cool you down. And don't forget our mouth-watering sandwiches, made to order all day. Dunkin' has it all. And of course, our lineup of fresh donuts, muffins, and more. Dive into a world of yummy flavors at Dunkin' and bring joy to your day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
RBC. RBC will find the right loan for all of you with competitive rates and extended terms to suit you. Whether it's for debt consolidation, your next vehicle, or home purchase, sometimes we all need a little more. No matter the reason for the loan, we're here to help you find the solution. RBC. RBC has all the loans for all of you. Let's start with a conversation today.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
KB, you want some peas and rice? KB, you want some peas and rice?
No! Are we on now? No!
Welcome back to Morning Blend. Morning Blend Business coming to you live from the Nassau Cruise Port. Dwight Strong with Chester Robards. And again, we're having a great time here today, meeting vendors. And we're very pleased to have with us Chef Simeon Hall Jr. with The Preacher's Kid. Good morning, sir. Great for you to have us with you today.
Good morning, and good morning to the Bahamas. It's lovely to be here.
I think everyone has been hearing about this. Let's talk about The Preacher's Kid, how the concept came about, and why you wanted to do this.
Well, through a collaboration with the Nassau Cruise Port, and, I've been sitting on concepts for years, and so to have the opportunity to do a fast casual restaurant that was Bahamian enough to represent Bahamians and entice Bahamians, but also recognizable enough to welcome quick visitors, I call them. People who are literally just here for a few hours. It was the ultimate thing to do. And I'm a preacher's kid that has no reservation on claiming who my dad is. So, after literally just putting the title on a piece of paper, and it just stuck. And we've been, doing pretty well ever since.
Yeah. The menu's getting a lot of buzz. People hearing these concepts. Tell us more about the inspiration for that.
Well, again, anybody who knows me knows I am the ultimate Bahamian lover. I believe the Bahamas is my muse, and so it is very, very simple to create anything Bahamian. But I wanted to put a twist on it, and through collaborations and partnerships, and literally sitting down at a desk on Sundays, we challenged ourselves to the why not. Because most people tell you why something cannot happen, and we wanted to figure out why not. So, when we came up with stew fish, we weren't going to do the typical stew fish that everybody is going to come or think about just on maybe a Saturday morning. We wanted to do something that people would be excited about every day. And that's how we came up with a stew fish sandwich. And that is one of our top sellers.
Describe that to us. How does that even work? Explain it.
Well, everybody loves a good fish sandwich, but we had to take it up a notch. So we came up with this challenge of how we could incorporate, one, stew flour into the mix, and then two, stew gravy that you pour over at the end. And so you'll have sort of that stew fish taste, and all in a sandwich. And most of we use sandwiches as a vehicle to tell our story because it's a grab and go kind of concept, easy to handle, but you still have the nostalgia of the food.
So you can walk around the port while eating.
So that's where we came up with that.
And you say it's a bestseller, so that means the tourists been eating it up literally too.
Yeah, a lot. Because, I tell people all the time, food that has a story always gets people attention. And I also tell people, you throw a little Grammy inside there, everybody they can listen, because who can tell you Grammy recipe and taste good? So, it allows us to engage the customer as well. People ask questions, and we're able to respond. And once you have that little dialogue, you know that more than likely they're going to be interested to purchase. And so we do a really a good job in having a range. Like for breakfast, which, by the way, is all day. If you come to Preacher's Kid at 9 o'clock at night and you want breakfast, when we're open on the weekends, you can get it.
Excellent. There you go.
So, again, that was a challenge. Why can't you have eggs at night? Because Bahamians love breakfast.
Absolutely.
Breakfast all day. And so we wanted to put that into the concept as well.
And you're open from what time?
We're open Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Excellent.
And then on Sundays from 11 to 6.
Wow. Okay.
So again, we're pushing the envelope because we still want to know why not. Why aren't more people coming here in the evenings? Why aren't more Bahamians knowing and understanding that the Nassau Cruise Port is for Bahamians?
Yes, absolutely.
And so, we're going to stay here. Last night, we had our busiest nighttime since we opened. And so we had a group, we had people coming in. In fact, when I was leaving at 8:30, which we close at 8 o'clock on Thursdays, people were just coming in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
These are
had to say,
Bahamians?
hey, we're closed. It's me. I'm the preacher and I'm going home.
These are
And they came in.
Bahamians coming
Yep,
up?
Bahamians.
Bahamians,
Yep,
okay,
yep, yep.
excellent.
Good,
And
that's
so,
excellent.
it's taken a while to kind of kick off, but we want to be a part of the change because, again, not just with the food, but the question of why not? Because it's a part of culture as well.
Yeah.
Well, you've been doing your part to invite them because I see advertisement. You got ads all over the place. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Because again, we want to be, the catalyst that says, how do we get more people to understand and know that the Nassau Cruise Port is for the Bahamians? It's inviting to Bahamians. There are a lot of Bahamian-owned businesses here and also Bahamian concepts.
Yeah.
And so who else will validate that more than a local?
Absolutely.
And to be honest, we get our busiest times when there's a mix of locals and tourists.
Can imagine.
Because one, tourists want to go to the place where the locals are.
Absolutely.
And then two, people love a busy restaurant.
Yeah.
We all complain about waiting, but we also don't like a place where you walk in and it's
Right.
dead.
No.
Because you're trying to
Raise
figure
our
out
eyebrow.
why is it
Exactly.
dead?
Yeah, exactly.
And so when our locals come in and they're coming in the droves as they start to learn more about us.
Yeah.
And we really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Tell us more about the menu items that are popular. What else you have?
Well, everything's doing very, very well. We don't have any misses at this point because everybody is still exploring the menu. But, and we also do specials. And that's one of the good things about having a restaurant that you control. You can pop in and just do a special.
Right.
So we had our 4th of July special that went extremely well. That's sold out. We do ribs and barbecue sometimes on the weekend. That always sells out. And I'm getting really, really excited about what we're going to do for Bahamian independence.
Yeah.
Because if we kill it for American independence, we got a triple kill it for American.
All right. So what did you do for American independence, and then give us a hint as to what
We did a barbecue day.
Okay.
A barbecue, I called it Baja American, Bahamian and American, because we fused some stuff.
Okay.
So, for example, my baked beans had pigeon peas in it.
Oh, okay.
So not just the normal pinto beans, they had pigeon peas in it.
Interesting.
And we use a lot of thyme in our food. So whereas they would flavor their food with basil and other stuff, we use a lot of thyme. And we still dry out our thyme like Grammy inside the oven.
Oh.
So, we're being very, very authentic in some of the things that we do so that it brings through in the food. And that is one of the things that we're super excited about.
Okay. So can you give us a hint as to what you're going to do for Bahamian independence?
Let's just say I'm a huge advocate of the fact that Bahamian food is not Nassau cuisine. So we're going to step out of New Providence and take it around the islands so that people get a true exploration of what Bahamian cuisine is, which is a whole different topic.
Yeah.
That
Because I don't think I know what Nassau cuisine is.
Yeah, I don't think most people know what it is. But we're definitely stepping out of Nassau. And one of the things that I'm going to tell everybody is you're going to have to plan ahead because it can be a little wait because we do things to order. We don't rush it.
Right.
Yeah. Everything is timed and it's, you don't wait long, but we want you to be a part of the process.
Yeah.
Which is knowing that you will have to wait a few minutes so that you can get what I believe to be a better experience.
Yeah. So it's early, yes, but I mean, what do you have plans for a year from now, 5 years from now? Where do you see Preacher's Kid in that time?
We're building a brand that we hope is transferable. That's first and foremost. And we are also wanting to be a part of the entire food cultural change of the Bahamas. So if we have an anchor, and then we can move around, that'll be awesome. But we are here to help tell the part of the story. Because wouldn't it be amazing if, let's say we have an all-Bahamian concert here at the amphitheater, and then we just open up this area and just have Bahamian food done by Bahamian restaurants, and the entire thing is a part of a package, rather than having to bring in other things. So we want to be a part of that process and to get people to know that they could come to the port up until 10 o'clock on the weekend.
Nice.
Yep.
So that is our mission.
Come down here, have breakfast on Sunday, right?
Yeah,
Lunch on
yeah.
Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So since we had a vendor here who's asking for a wish list, my wish list is for you to open a restaurant with cave facades and call it the Preacher's Cave. So it just came over there.
Well,
Anyway, that's my wish list.
I'm glad everybody gets a wish.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What was in his coffee? I don't know what's happening.
I'm glad.
You don't really have to respond to that one. I don't know.
He said, if not, why not write us a food? One day.
I've cooked in some very odd places. So I take a challenge anyway.
Yeah. There you go. Anything you'd like to say to Bahamians in terms of cuisine? Like, don't do this anymore. You all need to do more of this. Yeah.
Well, I alluded to it earlier. One of the things that I want Bahamians to understand is that Bahamian food is absolutely amazing. It's delicious. It's a overall eating experience that is literally climbing the ladder, because I'm getting sought out from people all over the world just to talk and do Bahamian stuff. I'm doing something the end of this year I've written and talked about Bahamian food as far as Italy. I've been welcomed in Hawaii. And so, let's be proud of what we have.
Yeah.
But let's also look at it in the broad sense, because our food is very island specific. And that is one of the things that we don't talk about a lot. We have about 4 or 5 different styles of conch salad, and we don't even talk about that.
Right.
Most Nasuvians never had pickled conch before. They don't even know what it is.
Wow.
Tropical conch salad, if you go off of New Providence, you'll be hard-pressed to find it.
Right.
So, when people say they're opening a Bahamian restaurant, I don't know if that's true, because the Bahamas is so diverse while being very specific. So there's some things that we do alike, but there's a lot of things that we do different.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, if you go to West End or you go to places in Grand Bahama, if you get fried fish, you automatically get pancakes.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
If you give a true hardcore Nasuvian pancakes with their fish, they won't know what you're doing. So, it's totally different.
Right.
So, telling that story and getting people to understand how amazing Bahamian food is and how diverse it is, while having that underlying foundation, is what I'm going to continue to do.
Yeah, and you're doing this for the tourists as well, which makes them want to experience
100%.
more and more of it.
100%.
So this is very exciting.
Everything that we do is, so I'm super happy.
Yeah, excellent. Wonderful stuff. Right. Yeah, what did you bring us today in our final 30 seconds here?
I bought you some split pea soup, which is becoming very popular.
Oh.
I bought you a fried pumpkin pie.
Fried pumpkin pie.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we also bought you a coconut chia seed bowl. Chia seed.
Okay.
So again, we go from one end to the next.
Yeah.
But we're still keeping it very islandy. Most people love this coconut chia seed.
Really?
And so we also top it with local jam and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
We're looking forward to
very
that.
happy for that.
Absolutely.
Chef Simeon Hall, thank you so much. We're going to get right into it right now. The show's wrapping up. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Folks,
Appreciate it.
come on down. Remind folks really quickly the times, the days, really quickly.
Okay, so Sundays 11 to 6, Monday through Thursday 8 to 8, and then on the weekend, Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
And
Appreciate
Sean, you
it,
get the final word here this morning. Thank you so much for having us down here at the
Oh,
court.
it's a pleasure to have y'all in my space. I'm coming to the studio, y'all in my atmosphere. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Thank y'all so much for coming on this journey. It's been a journey. We've talked to Linda, we've talked to Chanel, we've talked to the preacher kid, the one and only, and we are sitting in the beautiful wine and gallery bar. Y'all have had a full experience.
It's been a lot of fun.
And y'all didn't even have to move. I mean, this is crazy. So I love it. But I'm definitely going to have y'all walk into the marketplace too, so y'all can just have that experience. And as y'all can see, more people are coming through. It's growing. It's growing.
Oh, it's busy now.
Yeah.
We got to do this more often.
Yeah,
Thank you
let's do
again,
it.
Sean Gomez, Aisha Roll. Thank you to everybody here at the Cruise Port. What a wonderful morning. We do this, 2-3 times a year?
But
Maybe more.
whenever you're ready.
Once a month?
They say they're loving it because preachers can bring them the food. Linda got them the
We're
breakfast.
smiling.
They all here smiling because they're happy. But we love it. And this is the type of atmosphere that you get when you come to Nassau Cruise Port. This is the type of hospitality that you receive. This is not just because y'all are radio. This is the energy always.
Yeah, wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you again. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all the producers. Folks, Chester, thank you. See you next week.
Always a pleasure.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay tuned for On the Clock with Aaron Green coming up next.
KB, you want some peas and rice? KB, you want some peas and rice?
Are we on now?